Gimana sih Michael?
Iya, gua sedikit nyasar. Enggak, tapi sampai sebelumnya lapangan basket gue bisa. Terus kayak gue nyari lapangan basketnya loh di mana gitu. Soalnya sama Google Maps-nya suruh ke kiri kan. Kalau Google Map kalau lapangan basketnya kan kanan.
Kalau Google Map kan ambilnya jalan besar.
Iya.
Udah habis.
Enggak masih ada. Masih ada sisa.
Rempah-rempah.
Buat acong ini.
Rempah.
Cong lu lapar kan, Cong?
Cong daripada lu dikerobotin pemirsa ini.
Cong,
Hari Sabat.
take it all.
Hari Sabat.
Cong,
Apa?
kenapa lu menolak?
Iya ntar
Mas banget guys. Lu mau gotap apa?
Dia kayak pegro gitu, kayak lapar tapi gak mau makan.
Jadi mau gitu. Wih. Makan apa ya? Malah.
Dia pasti mau nyari
Ini yang lu beli mesti makan.
Bukan, dia pasti mau nyari Indomie kita.
Nggak, dia nggak suka Indomie. Kita terakhir punya nasi sisa, terus kita masak sama Indomie goreng. Jadi kayak nasi goreng sama goreng di kantor. Dia ada anak setengah mati makan. Rasanya sama.
Brian,
Hah?
gimana? Lu cuma libur
Peran Dota lu lama juga ya, Mike, ya, sumpah. Oh, udah.
Udah gua tuh inner peace kalau kayak gini udah.
Lalu lu gak ngapa-ngapain?
Ini masih launching.
Oh, launching.
Biasa soalnya sekarang kayak ada
Jadi Dota tuh ngapain?
ada kayak video-video awalnya gitu loh kayak apalagi ada arkana yang di ranger kan.
Destroy fort itu kan? Bukan fort nanti? Gak tau namanya, kayak gedung-gedung gitu.
Pilar.
Ntar dulu ya. Lu
Awal.
nggak main Mobile Legends?
Hah?
Emang nggak main?
Enggak.
Oh, lu ngapain?
Apa gua gak udah ngomongin sama dia?
Dia
Dulu dia main
CS:GO.
Dota.
Karena CS.
Ya Dota dan WoW.
Wow.
Iya, dia dulu suka banget main WoW sampai dia beli buku fiction. Tahu
Karakter lu. Michael lah, Mike.
Ya udah, this is my life.
Jadi lu prefer 1 jam nunggu nge-launch daripada 1 jam aja?
Ya kak, kalau nunggu nge-launch gue masih bisa nonton launch videonya gitu. Kayak kalau misal nggak sebelum update ini tuh lebih cepet.
Iya.
Nah, itu masih
ada
podcast
Putra
lah.
sama si Link.
Ini mereka udah in a party sih.
Semua
Publishing YouTube broadcast. Ngecast-nya gagal loh ya.
Podcast?
Ngecast itu loh.
Enggak, tuh tinggal cari channel YouTube tuh.
Dia kalau langsung bisa, tapi nggak bisa.
Oh lu, tapi by the way lu bisa gini. Gue yang ajarin Bay sekarang, Bay. Apaan? Dia lu mau ngekas Dotanya kan?
Iya.
Oh, ini gue yang ajarin. Gue udah belajar dari Koko Brian.
Please bear with the like ya.
Ah, ini enggak nge-lag sih. Wih, gila.
Parah banget, sorry Erik.
Apa ya? Yang mana ya?
Yang Willy.
Oh ya, itu parah banget, itu keterlaluan sih.
Yang mana ya?
Yang Willy.
Oh, keterlaluan sih.
Jahat banget.
Cie, emang sejelek itu?
Cie, bisa.
Emang sejelek itu ya?
Gua gak pernah denger.
Hah? Lu udah pernah WhatsApp mau kasih tau lu? Oh iya, tapi yang baru belum.
Erik beli ikan
Lu
baru.
post di Instagram dulu.
Dia tulis nama kaptennya kan, terus gue bilang Rick ribet itu ikan sapu-sapu, terus gue dimarahin Erik.
Introduksi ikan sapu-sapu. Sapu-sapu.
Ini mereka bisa denger kalian ngomong kan?
Apa dong?
Ini udah live stream.
Lu udah live stream ya? Hey guys,
Bentar. Emang ada yang dengerin?
ini aja ya?
Oh, gua tak brum fish.
Brum ini kan yang terus lah. Goblok.
Buat bersihin tank
Nonton
gue.
broadcast channel.
Itu ada coklat gak?
Enggak ada terus.
Ada
susah banget. Oh,
Ayo ke
ada cabai banyak.
tekan aja kok.
Terwaktu ini kayak bocah. Enggak enak sih dari.
Oh, ini ada yang dari sekolah lain juga.
Nava.
Apa?
Yang NN tuh Nava, yang HM itu US.
Nama Tata itu siapa?
Matius sama Steve yang gue tau. Senior.
Wow, sama Emil.
Emil udah ada. Emil tadi mau join last minute. Terus gue bilang dia cuma punya 2 orang, gue nggak bisa lo doang.
Gue bisa main. Gue pengen main. Gue pernah main sama Emi, sama Kavi dulu.
Terus kok kalian nggak nyambung Discord?
Hah?
Maksudnya nyambung Discord? Nyambung Discord.
Kayak dia asal ngomong Discord.
Discord tuh apa?
Sih, kayak kalian bisa communicate sama mereka.
Enggak lah.
Enggak buka 2 device.
Belum mulai.
Itu membernya masuk semua itu.
Ayo, kalau anak-anak.
Satu.
Permainan aku sudah dimulai sekarang.
Nah, yang lagi ya, mereka orang yang pindah,
Lagi dong.
lama banget sih, 1 menit.
Enggak, 3 menit.
Oh, 3 menit bahkan delay.
Apa delay ini?
Delay live ya. Delay stream live.
Kalau nggak mau dia, ya. Kalau nggak mau dia lu pakai ada ini.
Don't use a colander. Colander is not used for.
Ya itu Pak, yang uncle apa sih?
Itu kasihan masih jadi yang BBC itu yang kayak.
Enggak, tapi kayak she's a good sport about it gitu. Kayak dia, lu tau dia
Iya. Cuman kayak lu sama si kayak dia bener-bener kayak di kecam banyak Asian.
Main apa?
Kayak gak cuma si Uncle Roger itu. Kayak Asia banyak people kayak react to that shit. Kasihan juga sih itu. Mas just colander.
Itu angin gitu.
Gawat.
Kenapa ongkasnya FPS-nya rendah banget? Kayak gini-gini. Oh, tadi.
Jadi lu nggak sering kayak gini, kita lagi bisa.
Oh, ini ceritanya mereka semua satu klan cuy.
Iya, justru that's the point. That's kind of the point.
Yang suki siapa?
Udah siap belum? Captain Smart Sushi.
Oke guys, nonton meskipun lagi 0 viewers. Jadi ini finals of E-Popi Dota 2, yaitu Best of 3 Hakuna Matata lawan Anonymous. Mari kita lihat. Mulai start side pick selection, coin toss. Anonymous menang coin tossnya. Mari kita lihat.
Kan di sini nggak
Wah?
baper gitu.
Kenapa?
Nggak baper kan aja.
Iya. Oke, sekarang mulai coin toss and we are going to start the game. Arkannya White Ranger apa? Bukan fair sih. Arkananya bagus banget.
Oke lah. Gue lebih suka Arcana Secret. Tapi gue
5 seconds.
Jadi poin masa tadi siapa?
Oke guys, jadi sekarang mulai Captain's Mode-nya. Rada nge-lag
Dire
tapi
teams turn to ban.
tunggu aja.
Gue di situ doang.
Radio team ban.
Oke, Anonymous nge-ban Faceless Void. Dan apparently Hakuna Matata nge-ban Terror Blade dari performance Terror Blade kemarin yang menakutkan.
Tim lain belum pakai kata.
Mari kita lihat Anonymous ban keduanya, Mars. Cong, kira-kira kita bakal lihat ban apa ini dari Hakuna Matata dari performance Anonymous kemarin.
I think they're going to ban Conflict. I think kayak it's the key hero more Anonymous. Dan kayak om lalu nggak ngerti cara
Radiant teams turn to ban.
Oh, Phantom Lancer interesting. Berarti mereka beneran nggak mau lawan Hero Illusion kayak Terror Blade.
Disruptor.
Oke.
Oh, Disruptor ini kayak actually kayak one of their go-to support.
Iya, mereka
Kalau
selalu
mereka
pick
serius
Disruptor.
mereka
Iya. Anonymous tahu kalau mereka nggak bisa hold back lawan Hakuna Matata.
gue ngerasa kayak
Radiant
Hakuna Matata
teams
bakal
turn to
hidup.
pick. Dire teams turn to pick.
Behold the horn of madness.
Itu go-to hero mereka kayak Hakuna Matata selalu pakai Doom.
Iya.
Coy di ban.
Soalnya kayak it's a pretty easy counter to almost every.
Nah ini the meta hero dan they can amplify
Radiant team ban.
Again, we've seen this lineup from Hakuna Matata. They're probably going for another physical damage build. Let's see though. Kira-kira nih, wah. Will we see the Tiny in action again?
10 seconds remaining.
The Tiny really worked well for them in the
5
first.
seconds remaining. Turn to
They
ban.
just banned Morphling. Morphling,
Radiant team's turn to ban.
which is interesting.
Yeah, I think their idea is just they don't want to fight against losing heroes.
Yeah, I think they really want to fight around the Doom, that Doom Ultimate.
The Doom Ultimate, the Vegetable Beard also, there's no
10 seconds remaining.
They really don't want those.
Do you think they're going for a
Fire team
tiny?
ban.
They might go for
They
a
might go for a
Tiny.
tiny.
Because as we see yesterday, Flex
Radiant
Tiny
team
was
ban.
really on point.
And they ban Spectre. I mean, well, I thought
Spectre is also a hero
yeah.
that plays with illusion, so I think that's interesting. It's interesting how Hakuna Matata ban all 4 carries, like it's all
Yeah,
carries.
yeah. So they just don't want to play with the carries. I mean, that's great. Because I think mereka lose to Terror Blade, but I think
Enggak lah, tapi mereka lihat Terror Blade kemarin hancurin
Yeah.
Is it because of
10
Kingdom?
seconds remaining.
hardcore dan
5 seconds remaining.
All very hard carries getting banned here. Let's see, going into reserve time, Hakuna Matata, 2 minutes remaining.
I mean they have to mereka pikir harus lumayan bagus sih yang counter gitu. Ini like a silencer kayaknya lumayan. Silencer or
Dire team's turn to pick.
they ban Earthshaker gitu kayak.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Tiny lagi cuy.
Iya, weh.
Tiny-nya si
Really?
Matthews,
Ya,
Tiny-nya
Tiny si Matthews gila.
To be honest, Tiny-nya Matthews gimana? Lumayan juga.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Cuman actually a Razor.
Actually, Razor,
Meh.
I'm not sure on that pick, but
10 seconds remaining.
this is the finals of
5 seconds remaining.
Ada Matthews lagi, ada Matthews lagi. Lagi main kalah lagi tuh pasti.
Wait.
They are trying to be professional here. By the way, your voice is recorded.
This is commentating.
Yeah,
Tapi gak ada yang nonton lah.
Lu mau ngapain kan?
Oi Flick, cupu main Dota mulu, gak kerja FYP lu.
Tapi ini ada recordingnya loh. Kalau misalnya dia mau nonton,
Flick lu cupu, kerjain FYP lu sana, gak usah main Dota mulu.
Matthews.
Ada gitu mah mas. Iya, boleh.
Ojilo gimana? Ojilo mana? Ini kalau Ojilo datang itu
Running really low on reserve time here sama Tata. Actually picking the Ember.
Iya.
That's interesting.
I think because Razor can just kalau misalkan dia pilih hero mid yang mobility-nya jelek, ditarik semua
Tarik, ya.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Jadi Ember yang bisa langsung counter. Phoenix Pick makes sense. Lu lihat Hakuna Matata gak ada heroes yang fast protection. Phoenix makes sense.
10 seconds remaining.
You still don't have like a physical melee carry though.
5 seconds left. Don't freeze
Ya,
up.
misal Anonymous punya Marcos, like you would expect mereka punya physical melee carry yang buat dikasih power. Biar farmnya.
I mean the last pick then
Dire team's turn to ban.
the Razor
Probably like a PA last pick or
Yeah.
something.
gue suka Juggernaut because I mean when you look at the lineup for Hakuna Matata, they're all magical. Walaupun Jugger makes sense. I think they should ban Jugger here for Hakuna Matata.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
think they should ban Jugger. I mean Jugger.
5 seconds remaining.
Even Void because Jugger Void.
Anyone that can be deadly with
Radiant
the
team
puck.
Yeah,
banned.
yeah. And they banned Puck actually, yeah. Interesting.
I mean, they saw what the puck did yesterday though. I think that's why. They saw how puck destroyed completely
But
because of Jing Jong.
I mean,
The puck was just making plays on all play.
Dire team banned.
but I mean, along with like very full spirit.
This Anonymous really doesn't want to play against Night Stalker. They keep banning it, like even yesterday.
Saya tuh dikasih game di saya nonton makan.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Final ban coming out from Hakuna Matata.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
And they just banned Juggernaut
Dire
actually.
team's turn to pick.
Wah, bener kan?
Wilson actually called it. Actually, it's smart.
They should ban Juggernaut. I mean, kayak now the Stark pick.
Yeah.
I don't think kayak Stark is a good pick sih, to be honest. I mean, fighting against Tiny, they have so much burst damage that Stark cannot handle in the early game. But
10
like,
seconds
we'll see how it
remaining.
goes.
We'll see how they use
I mean, they still
5
have
seconds
Magnus
remaining.
can empower it. Stark. And what do you think about the last pick here from Hakuna Matata? It's gotta be a carrier.
Yeah.
I mean, and there
Lina.
Hello,
like
Lina.
Actually, also it's a Lina mid and Ember Squid.
So it's an Ember safe like that with
Yeah.
a physical build, like you know. So you haven't seen those kind of physical builds coming up from Ember, like lately though. Or do you think this would be still like a magical damage?
I really think the key hero for Anonymous is Phoenix. Because if you remember TI8, like FY was playing with Phoenix against OG and Lina
just couldn't
just
like,
couldn't break the egg.
break the egg fast enough, even though it's Lina with the passive.
Yeah. So we will see how it goes.
And our first game of the day of this best of 3 E-Popi Dota finals are going to start soon. Let's see here. Kenapa? Hah? Ya pura-pura ada yang nonton aja. Kalau bisa ada yang nonton ya mereka denger gue ngomong lah. Misalkan kayak daripada gue diem.
Behold the horn of Mampu dong kan? Santai. Calm down.
And so it begins. Ini gak ada director kameranya nih loh. Kayak aku banget, gue harus kayak manual.
Prepare for battle.
Clark going to the safe lane as predicted. Vengeful Spirit going with Ember here. Ada cap dulunya kan?
Buat ton.
And as expected, we're seeing a Razor mid. So Razor is going to fight Lina on mid actually, which is an interesting matchup, considering it can go either way with all the magical damage. The top bounty rune here.
30 seconds to battle.
There might be some bloodshed here. Actually, Phoenix wrapping around from behind, trying to scout out how many heroes on the Dire are here right now. Trying to see how feasible that upper
Because
bounty
they're
rune.
trying to switch lane. They can still switch the lane.
Yeah. They just want to know the
Magnus
matchup.
and Phoenix match up against Vengeful and Ember.
In bot lane, actually, they're going for the bounty rune here. And the Radiant doesn't. They're
get
fighting for it
moving.
actually.
Actually,
It's
they
like
can fight
going
for it.
forward. Tiny actually did not get the avalanche.
They did.
Doom and Tiny just fighting the Slark here. Slark's so strong with the Essence shift. 7 charges.
Falling down here. That's first blood going to do.
My Fleet Strider's tracks run red.
Kurusurin taking the first blood of the game.
And this first blood kill is, I mean, it goes to the disruptor, right? And you can just bring Salves, bring like Tangos, Mangoes for the truck itself.
Yes.
I think it's still very beneficial to get the first blood there. I really think that Lina here is going to win the game. I mean, Lina is a very good laner with
Yep.
all the burst damage, all those.
And we can see Razor here is already falling low.
They're falling low.
If Lina can just, if Lina just takes her first skill and maxes it out, Razor will have a hard time on the lane. Tiny actually falling low again on the bottom lane. Having a hard time versus this Smart and Disruptor combo. And top lane, still a pretty even trade with Ember and Magnus trading hits and blows. Razor actually falling very low here, 100 HP left. Not even a Fairy Fire or a Salve.
No Fairy Fire. No Salve. He's actually buying a waistband.
Lina clearly dominating the lane now. Razor trying to do everything that he can to secure last hits, and we might see
someone die.
we might see Razor die here. Actually, that's
Actually, Razor dies so
Hold
low.
your food to the fire.
Actually, the burst damage is just too much for Razor.
yeah. It's just like the harass coming out.
Maybe.
Yeah. Smart actually feeling very confident here that they.
And we might see a top back here.
Oh,
he
Flick just
actually
missed the toss back there. Patrick Sirigar with a taunt, knowing that Flick missed his toss back. Must feel bad there, but everybody
I think
has time
for
for
Ember will have a very hard time because Magnus has a very high attack damage.
Yeah, we can see here Magnus already with 76 attack damage without the Quelling Blade.
It's too much. I mean, the Ember cannot fight Magnus head on in terms of just like last hit.
Actually, we see Razor falling low again versus Lina. Only one tango there. Lina queuing up a win rate.
I assume she will have a bottle.
Yeah, Lina usually just plays the bottle, gets an early bottle, get that mana going, get that HP regen. Just constantly harassing the mid laner.
And he missed a last hit there.
Disruptor trying to stack. And Slark already with the boots there. Kicks on top.
Top lane. Yeah, you see Ember unable to farm against
Yeah.
Magnus and Phoenix. It's just the combo is just too
And
strong.
Phoenix is just trying to disrupt the pull there. Just standing over there trying to deny
Like
the
step some
pull.
XP, I guess.
Yeah. Not one. Razor falling low again versus his Lina. Not sure what he can do if the stun there hit. Razor might have died there. Magnus on top, just trying to zone this Ember out before he gets his item.
And actually, when we see the last hit, yeah, actually Magnus is on top for the last hit. We see game stats and everything. Oh, it feels Lina is actually on top,
Lina number
followed by
one
the
with
Magnus
the
as well. So, yeah, the two cores like on top and bottom lane for Hakuna Matata is not having good. They're being pressured. There's a lot of pressure as the laners are pretty strong.
Farasha has to be the one that redeems his side lanes here. Maybe try to gank after he gets his ultimate.
They really
Invisibility.
like at least one.
Oh, that's an unfortunate event there. Farasha's clarity just got denied. Razor now with 2 Wraith Threads. He knows that Lina's gonna spam her skills. He's queuing up the magic wand now.
You should try to delete the Kyrie system or else
Yeah.
it's not winnable.
You can't let Lina get that mana. Patrick Sirgard keep
They're trying to taunt.
just trying to taunt this Doom to try to catch him off guard there.
A gift for the
And his bounty will just spawn here.
And I'm sure it will be a
3 bounty runes.
3 bounty for nominal side and 1 Hakuna Matata side. And we see the net worth, like, I mean, there's not much difference, but then,
You see the last hits of Magnus versus Ember.
but yeah, the core are not having a great time.
Oh,
Yeah, we
and
see
Disruptor just
dying.
died there. Bottom lane. And actually, while we were saying that Lina kept Razor yet again, Razor did not expect a level 3 Dragon Slayer coming up from Lina.
I mean that level 3 Dragon Slayer is
That's
I think
just
300 damage.
yeah, that's just very.
And like getting 2 of them in the face.
Alright.
Just,
Especially Lina can also 310 damage. With the light strike array, it's plus 80, another 80
Radiant's
damage.
middle
Lina actually
tower
finding
is
a double
under attack.
damage. And Phoenix, Phoenix failed.
didn't manage to get
Phoenix failed to get it. That'll be
another ball
really
charge
good.
for
Yep, especially with the double damage there. Razor might be in further trouble here. It's a really bad time for Razor.
Yeah.
Not sure if he can even do anything. Trying to
the
defend.
range, the attack range is just Lina has more attack range, you can actually chip down Razor's HP quite well. Okay, and now we are experiencing
Technical difficulties.
Okay, it's a technical difficulty.
Yeah, let's see if we can get the show back on the road as soon as possible.
Let's reconnect here.
Let's reconnect here.
Let's wait. Then pray to God. It will reconnect.
I think it's not looking good for Razor there, but fortunately they're side lanes.
Yeah.
At least Magnus and Slark are winning the lanes there.
Yeah.
Double damage.
We're back in
Okay,
the
we're
game.
back here again. The kill is pretty heavily favoring Lina Matata. While
Kurosorin.
but we hope that
Actually, Slark died while we're gone. That's a pretty important kill for the Dire here.
well I think they use the Doom ult, right? I mean if you ult the Slark and the Slark never do anything.
Oh, correct, yes.
Radiant's
I
middle
think
tower
Doom
could use some
knows
help.
that they have to like just shut down this Slark. No,
yeah,
Doom
yeah,
hasn't
Where
even
did
hit level
Radiant's
6
middle tower
They
go?
actually killed the Slark without
without the Doom. Yeah, Kurosorin just gave warning.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Shuvi,
Dire's top tower is
might be in a
under
bit of
attack.
trouble here,
Oh
and the glimpse back.
Glimpse back.
Slark already hitting level 6. Tiny trying to do something quick, trying to toss back the disruptor there.
But he doesn't have the
Actually, Vengeful Train helping Slark here. Slark might be in a trouble here.
using his ult over here, but
Using his ult.
I think he should pull back up. Oh, there's Phoenix helping Anonymous.
With Steve trying to
Might
find
see
any
something
kind of
happening on bot lane.
Killing spree.
And we see actually Disruptor dying in the bot. Lina went there to help the team. And this Lina is just
Lina
very
ganking.
smart.
This is what we want to see from the Lina, right? Just ganking
Just
everywhere.
ganking, like going to far, playing the magnet. Yeah, and we see the Vengeful Train dying. And you might see the Clark just escaping or
Doom now level 6. Maybe contemplating on what to do here. Razor just chasing Doom down. Lina might come back to help here, but the glimpse back from Disruptor. This is
Lina died.
really
It's a bad time.
The Doom comes out though. To the Razor.
And he died, and he was the one like killing so much damage.
Patrick Sirgar with so many essence shift stacks. Razor might be overstepping here though, as Shubi dooms the Razor will fall.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Hey Steve, trying to find the Disruptor here, trying to
get
punish.
like a revenge kill on
Yep.
towards the Disruptor, but the range is just not there. Trying to kill. But Disruptor is just so far away.
Top lane has Arcane already there.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take
Ember
this
just
abuse.
got his face boost done.
You see the net worth, like I mean Ember is so low. There is like rank 6 and then 5 million power.
Ember just above Disruptor there.
You cannot do anything in this fight. And it's not even buying a wand, which I think buying a wand really makes sense for
Yeah,
Ember.
because Magnus
You
is
need the
gonna
mana
spend that
and
power,
sustain.
right? Yeah, exactly. Kurosurin in the lane now.
Are
Actually,
those
not gonna
cracks
fight
in
the
Dire's top
bounties.
tower?
As the Dire claim their bounties. Flick trying to find a pickup here, but not gonna find
They're
any.
beating on Dire's top tower.
And the Magnus Dance Marshal zoning the Ember out so far that Ali Bobo here has to farm the deep jungle, medium camp here, while Slark is just trying to
I think they can switch the
get
lane.
some more
you know,
kills.
like
Yeah,
letting Clark fight. Actually, Magnus is keeping bot and trying. I mean, he has his RP already.
Yeah, I think they really just want to shut Doom down. They saw how Doom
And then Magnus
managed
go
to
back.
actually, my god. Not even with the Spirit Disruptor. Tiny limps back, tossing the Magnus too.
How did the Magnus back?
Through the Doom. That
was
was a questionable decision here. I think that was just a panic toss over there. Tiny not doing as well as yesterday. Kurosurin and trying to kill this Tiny, but the triangle boots there. Tiny's just trying to waste their time as much as possible.
And there are heroes like just chasing after
Chasing
this
this Tiny. He just won't die and finally fall. Just make space for Ember though. Ember trying to catch up on that net worth, already overtaking Razor. Still far from Slug though.
But we still see the Lina on top, so we might see something happening.
Razor,
I think the key for Hakuna Mata is just protecting the Lina. I mean, they have all the stuns, they have all the disabled, vengeful, Tiny. You just need to protect the Lina, and this Lina you just needed to get some movement speed, some 4-star, try to...
I think she's queuing up the use where it's there.
Yeah, they do help paralyze and the stun.
Razor doesn't seem to notice a gang coming out here. Vengeful Spirit from behind. He might fall here with the Ember's steam chains.
And actually a stun coming here.
Stun coming from Ember.
And stun. They just chase stun and the Razor.
Actually, the Lina
had
had
the Luna blade onto the Razor and Razor is dead.
Phoenix and Disruptor keeping top.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Anjay is scouting with the Invis rune there. He knows that there's a Lina there, level 11 already. With the Eul's coming in.
Dire's middle tower.
And Ember pushed out the lane, now
Looks
going
like
back
Dire
to
fortified
farm.
their structures.
Still scouting them.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
And Magnus now at mid.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Already has that Blink Dagger mid. Trying to find that Blink RP there. Honestly, this matchup, and Anonymous came in here as the favorites, but let's see if Hakuna Matata can turn this around. Phoenix with the Urn of Shadows there. Doom already has his drums.
Yeah, the network thing is going right on. Like that's overtaking. Their power just really faster so far.
And now a smoke gank coming out. Slark is at bottom. He might be the one to fall here, even though he has his ultimate. If Doom can just come in and doom him, Slark is doomed basically. And Slark notices the gank coming out here. Tiny might be because the Doom's coming out. Actually, not sure that was a good choice. This is the life cycle, right? The egg pops out. And the egg, the RP there, 3-man RP and this is just going really bad for Hakuna Matata. Even the toss there, not even doing as much.
Radiant's top
Especially the
tower
tiny
double
do anything.
I think the use there coming from the Lina might not have been the best idea. Could have just doomed the Slug there and just killed the Slug before anything else comes. The TP
Dire's
comes
no
in
fortified
so
their
fast
structures.
to back
Dire's
Slug
bottom
up.
Yeah, we see
tower
the
is
fight
under attack.
You see the fire carrying.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped
Heavy favor
away.
on Anonymous. We need to see this Ember racking up the
Which is smart
items
actually.
and be able to contribute to this fight.
Structure already very aggressive. Doesn't want the Tiny to go anywhere as the third bounty spawns. Doom trying to get the bounty. Almost committed to Doom there, but will not commit.
Almighty money.
Ember Spirit.
Dire's bottom tower needs some
Maelstrom
help.
coming in. Ali Bobo masih farm. Coba dapat
They're
Maelstrom ya.
beating on Dire's top tower.
Adam. Ini kita lihat tadi Razor itu kalah midnya ya, dan sekarang masih kalah sih. Cuman Yeah, Diamasi trying to recover from what happened earlier and Max
Gold is a great conductor.
Duel versus Lina and Vengeful Spirit.
A
If
gift
Vengeful
from the
Spirit can get
tempest of
just
battle.
a swap there, might have died. Phoenix. Lina. The Yule's not sure what she's gonna do. I knew Blink Dagger is still 1000 gold away. Doom also queuing up with Blink Dagger. I think when the Blink Dagger comes in here, they might be able to get it.
Is coming.
From the Radiant side, the only one that has a Blink Dagger here would be the Magnus. Ember with the Maelstrom.
There's nothing happens to those guys. Very scared of the opposite team. Just
Yep.
farming.
Ember just playing
We
safe.
see it.
And maybe the Glimpse back can get Ember here, actually. He put out the Remnant though, not enough. Not enough of walls. Next team only TP. Not for much. Parasha getting disrupt the notch. Oh, okay. Parasha gets disrupted. But Slark is heavily Tiny TPing into help. They know they have to get the and actually Magnus with the RP there. What a bait from the Slark. Slark still falls. But Lina also falls through the Q comes into help as well. Razor jumping into the fight, beating to the end. Still survives.
Everyone is just dying for it.
This is just a slug fight. Ember comes back. Actually, maybe going to get Phoenix and Razor here. Ember maybe trying to fight. This is a very messy fight here,
but everyone just
it was
died.
just a wipe from both teams. Ember's Alibaba still chasing down Phoenix. As you see here, not much of a difference.
You shall
Actually, the gold lead falls onto the Phoenix and the Phoenix not dying and able to burst the egg.
Yep.
And Ember actually got 2 kills from that.
It's always good, which is always good. He has 1.6k now. Apparently his first death there was quite worth it. That was a really
That
impressive
Remnant
fight
actually
there.
made it for the Ember Spirit. Just Remnant back.
Yeah, it was very wise to put out the Remnant just before he died, so
Yeah.
that he can just Remnant back and get back into the war. And Slark actually trying to get on Ember here. Ember has a Remnant though, he doesn't survive, but Slark is farming capabilities
getting that
so
empower
far,
from
yeah.
back.
Just so fast, farming up. He already has a diffusing play. Sanj and Yasha queued up soon. Doom close to the Blink Dagger there. Tiny,
Yeah.
see if they can. Tiny takes a double damage. And actually,
They're beating on Dyer's top tower.
top tower of the Dire getting
Dyer's top
slammed
tower
here
has
by
fallen.
Anonymous. Matata flick here, just trying to get that Blade Dagger, but it's just so far. Even with the double damage rune.
Not going to use it for anything.
Yeah, I think this should be a smoke gang coming in. They're grouping up on spot here. Maybe they don't have a smoke though.
They actually have 1 smoke.
They have one smoke on Tiny, yeah. They're
But there's no
contemplating.
vision, so I don't think they're going to like go in blindly.
They're just not gonna risk getting an RP again. So far, they've only lost the war just because of this Magnus RP. It's just so strong. Dance Marshall with the timing. Always
the Magnus
gets
timing.
a really good RP in. If they can just fight without the Magnus, Hakuna Matata can probably take the war.
But if you focus on the Magnus, the disruptor is going to silence.
Yep, and Slark is just gonna rack those essence shift.
So they either have to spend a lot of stuff,
Or maybe they can actually approach it differently, like trying to split up the heroes, split pushing, and then just taking a war when the heroes are not there. Trying to get pickoffs basically before committing to a full war. The 4th bounty rune just spawned. Both bounty runes
Now
getting
my
taken
enemies
by
pay.
the Radiant there in the bottom.
Dyer have fortified their structures.
And actually bottom lane we might see something.
Dyer's
here.
bottom
might see
tower
a
is being
war
shipped
coming.
away.
Bottom.
All 5 right here just
Really want to save.
Slark and Razor just
Dyer's
baiting
bottom
them
tower
out.
has fallen.
We can see Magnus here just waiting for the RP.
And he
Dooms the Razor.
the Razor.
Magnus comes in with a 3-man RP.
Just away the
The secure back is just doing so many.
He was dying already. Tiny got next and back
Thanks for getting to try to take out.
able to take me out, but not going to make it. It's a team one from Anonymous Gaming.
It's the RP, dude. It's just the RP. The RP is
Yeah.
very solid. Coming up from the Magnus.
When you
Dyer's bottom
RP the
tower
full
is
team,
being
right? And
chipped
you
away.
just out and then
And they
trap
can't do
everyone.
anything. They're muted,
It's
they're
like-
silent, you can't even go anywhere.
Dyer's structures are
I
fortified.
think this Magnus pick,
This
this
Dyer's
Magnus
bottom
might
tower
have just
needs
yeah,
some help.
might be the key of this match, honestly.
being able to like just stay in the back line and RP when
Dyer's
everyone's
bottom
lined up
tower is
together.
under attack.
And Slugger is just farming freely. He knows that everybody's dead. He even picks up a Scotty.
Dyer's bottom tower
Not even
is
a basher
shattered
coming
to
in
little
first.
pieces.
Just goes for that big item. He knows that he has the farming potential. Kurusurin already with the Glimmer Cave trying to queue up a 4-stack right now. Razor, even though he might have lost the mid lane, is a small sacrifice to pay for the salvation of this team.
Kita gue masak.
And Ember Spirit still working on the items there. Working on his
Yes, man. But I think
Tiny
it
is
was
still without that blink dagger. Still without that blink dagger.
A bounty which my matriarch will prize.
I think this Magnus is just too good at team fights. He knows when to jump in, when to just stay patient. Phoenix actually with the Meteor Hammer. Interesting.
But they weren't actually they weren't thinking when they were drafting. I don't think they're thinking for the Magnus pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no like Max you can just blink and then RP blink and then you just do the stuff as well. There's no silence, there's no like stun coming out from the.
I think when they saw the Magnus, they should have picked someone like Silencer, as you said, to just initiate the war before Magnus can use his RP. Just take that out first.
But we see here they're trying to group up against
Trying to Smoke Gang actually gets the swap there on Razor. Razor gets picked off here. The rest of the team are at the top. Let's start pushing the tier 2 now though.
Yeah, but you
Are those cracks in Dyer's top tower? Dyer's top tower is gone.
Magnus again, he's just staying at the back line. He's just waiting for that.
just doing providing empower for the
Yep.
Clark is doing just
Actually,
like-
gets glimpsed back to but
but Doom make out
Blink out.
just in time for getting any damage.
Slark getting light strike array. Slark might be in trouble here. Doom with a 2-man RP though. Tiny tosses Doom out just in time. The ultimate from the Disruptor comes in. All 3 men inside the Disruptor. Ultimate Phoenix with the egg. Now killing Tiny. Doom doesn't know what he should do here. Ember Spirit just trying to survive. Chuvy just keeps on running. Ember, Alibaba is trying to do what he can, but Magnus is too strong. Again, this Magnus is just doing all the work. Doom might be in trouble here as Doom falls. Ember trying to at least get the Disruptor here, but might not even get it. The Glimmer Cave coming out. And another war.
Radiant's bottom
for the
tower's
lead.
got problems. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Magnus jumping on the here, the Blitz too much.
Killing spree.
Magnus skewer back. Avalanche on 2, Ember comes into the remnant. Disruptor pump ultimate. Nina cannot go anywhere. Spark also comes in. Doom just trying to deal as many damage as possible. Spark racking up those messages with the toss back. Ember trying to finally kill the Magnus. Magnus and shoots Wings out. They have to kill this Magnus here. They want to try and turn this game around, but apparently Ember just cannot find the Magnus. Don't think he even has a damage there. Slark now pouncing the backlines. Vengeful Spirit.
Double
This
kill.
is too squishy for the Slark. The Slark now very farmed. Actually deciding to opt for the Scott with the for the Satanic instead of the Scotty.
Nani ya everyone.
Slark with him power, farming even faster than before.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And I really have to find
A
this
gift from the
Magnus
tempest
before
of battle.
fighting if they want to win the war. Magnus almost always there. And we just couldn't find the damage. Magnus apparently building for a refresher of war already here. It might be disastrous. Doom getting pounced on by Slush.
Killing spree.
Actually, Doom just falls there. Magnus coming in, not committing the RP yet, and Magnus falls there. Not a wide position, he should just pump his ultimate. Spark just trying to jump the back punch there. Ember is going to die in the ultimate. Spark is going to get caught up by Lina, eventually flies back. Razor trying to kill, Lina gets glimpsed back again. Phoenix pops the egg, Tiny just trying to find the backlines. Magnus comes back and flies back. And Phoenix finishing off the Tiny over here.
Triple kill.
Triple kill coming up for the Phoenix. Vengeful Spirit, Nixie cannot do anything. Flick buys back the Tiny there. Ember is still not being able to do much. Trying to finish off these final heroes, but Magnus is just waiting there for an opportunity. The Skewer and the Blink in gets the Vengeful Spirit. Doom comes in, the Doom's a Magnus, maybe that's the wide position. Ember chasing the Magnus down, just trying to get the kill onto Magnus. And actually disrupt the Kurosevin and Dance Marshall falls there. That might be the first good war for the Dire. Anjay coming back into Phoenix. He's also going to fall. Doom with a double kill.
See you later, nerds.
That was a very good buyback decision from
Not
both
much
the
good's
Tiny
happening to
and
Radiant's bottom
the
tower.
Emperor.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
They're just trying to recover from their losses here. Hah? Iya. Dia mati semua? Enggak, Matius nge-wipe musuhnya. Matius yang bayar.
Like the wipe up, we need to sacrifice buyback for it.
Yeah, they had to sacrifice buybacks for that, so still net worth in the favor of the Radiant. Slark already closing on that Satanic there. Lina not really with anything except for the Kaya.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Now actually getting a Blade Mill, that might be a really wise choice, especially against the Slark there. Slark has his Satanic completed, opting for the Basher next. Tiny is still basically the same things. Trying to go for the 5 there. They recognize the heavy magic damage coming up from the Disruptor and the Phoenix. Trying to stay alive as long as possible. Razor still with the same items. And actually, Razor disconnects here. Might be a technical error now. And we'll have to wait here for Anonymous to resolve their technical issues. Kalau jujur masih bisa, tapi kalau seperti kayak yang lain mati waktu kemarin mati.
Makan kan?
Let's get on with it.
Tapi enak ya. Apa? Soto. With ayam bawang. The game is now resumed. I'm trying to pull the game back, but Vengeful Spirit is caught up by Slot. The Nimmer King will save this though. Phoenix lasering down. Anyway, the two-man avalanche. Doom trying to find Doom here. Spark pops his ultimate. Ember gets jumped on the back lines by Razor Dash. The X pops out. He's not trying to find someone, but Spark is just hitting on the tiny left. Spark racking up his essence shift already. 35 essence shift there. All the agility coming out from Spark. With 31 armor, with the Satanic already done.
Dire's middle
The
tower
Blade Mill
isn't going
did
to
not
last
do
long.
anything much as Slark as the Satanic, not even needing the RP coming out from the magnets there.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
And actually, Anonymous picking the
Dire's middle
Roshan, they
tower
might
is
go
under
for a
attack.
Roshan and Age is on the Slark.
Dire's middle
They're actually
tower
going
is
for the
under
Roshan here. Not sure if Hakuna Matata recognizes this. But they're actually full committed to this Roshan. Phoenix coming to help. And seems like Hakuna Matata recognizes that the Radiant is all missing. He knows that Anonymous is taking Roshan right now. And Anonymous just got the Aegis. Trying to smoke mid here. Might take the fight with Slark on the Aegis with the second life. Vengeful Spirit getting caught on by Razor here. Might just fall, flips back, and will die early on. Slark just diving in with the Aegis and Satanic. He knows he can't die. Now queuing up for the Skadi instead of the Basher. Should be
Dire's
queuing up
middle
a
tower
PKB.
isn't
He
going to
knows he
last
cannot
long.
get disabled early on. Slark
Dire's no fortified their structures.
just fearlessly pounding on Hakuna Matata's tier 3 there. Kindly just trying to repel in any way possible. The Slark pick is actually really good. Nobody seems to be able to kill the Slark, with the Phoenix still keeping him from behind. That seemed to be a really
Radiant's
good
bottom
pick.
tower's got problems.
Actually, Wilson, I don't think we recognized this, but Slark with Phoenix, Slark can just go on and Phoenix can just continuously deal from behind. And with the Satanic and the Aegis now, Slark is practically immortal. He's trying to find anything he can there. You'll probably try to jump the Slark here. Actually, Razor gets ulted by Lee on the back lines. Slark trying to pick off Doom and Doom will fall here. Not really the RP coming out. Back like almost a rampage here. Let's see if Slark can get the rampage here. And actually no rampage will come out. And actually Hakuna Matata lost. Yeah, that's the first game of the day.
And yeah, Anonymous showing their dominant team fight, showing that the magnet is just working.
I admit nothing but my sadness at your call.
And that was the first game of the day. We will be continuing with the second game soon enough. In 10 minutes, so stay tuned for that.
Siapa yang menang?
Oke, bagi semua yang lagi nonton,
Lagi buat apa?
game kedua akan dimulai sebentar lagi.
Oh, Lipo Village yang di Oh, di Karawaci.
Aku di junction.
Gue lempar lu berarti.
Nah, gue kira Lipo yang di Puri.
Ini udah live stream tadi.
Oh serius?
Udah, audionya udah banyak lain lagi.
Audiensnya berapa?
Apa?
Audiensnya berapa?
Gue nggak tahu.
Kan bisa lihat viewersnya berapa?
Ya gue malah.
I think
Kalau gue lihat viewersnya berapa, gue malah nggak semangat.
Udah. Ini viewersnya banyak sih.
Iya.
Ya Michael, wow.
Yang main berapa tuh?
yang main berapa? Ada 4 tim. Tapi ada group stage ini kayak final.
Ini final.
Emang bisa live stream?
Ini live stream
Ini
YouTube.
ini live di YouTube, boy. Loh,
Live YouTube.
kita udah publicize berapa kali loh, ketahuan gak dibaca naik gimana terus?
Enggak. Saya yang kayak kasih Linktree.
Iya, link 3 lu kan.
Jadi bisa langsung
Iya, makanya
Link channelnya panjang banget. Kakinya akhirnya capek ya. Kakinya akhirnya
aduh enak.
Itu biar apa?
sama kayak dia. Pakai.
Siapa yang roket? Hah? Ini juga. Oke. Lusin juga.
Gua kemeja.
Emang lo ada picture ya? Kerjaan ada picture ya, Bre?
Gue udah kelar, gue udah.
Ya pada
Saya
lulus.
udah lulus.
Lulus.
Ini sisa.
Next bench.
Ini udah kan lama, Peter.
Ya udah makan sisa aja, Pet. Sisa aja.
Bukan ini kenapa, woy? Ini kenapa?
Luncheon priorities.
Enggak tahu.
Komputer kok TV-nya nol.
Iya, maaf. Bukan smart TV.
Maaf, Pak.
Oke.
Orang miskin kita gratisan dari
Mas, ini bukan smart TV.
Selection priority system requires
Apa ringan?
Enggak. Bukan.
Ya, lo jahat.
Tadi bisa sekarang kok kayak gini?
Enggak tadi yogurtnya yogurt sisa.
Tau nggak kenapa?
Tadi apa selection priority itu?
Aku nama Tata tinggal.
Enggak.
Ini udah
Coin toss.
Iya.
belum, jadi mau
Yang
coin toss.
satu lagi.
Google aja Google.
Kenapa ya?
Iya, itu kenapa?
Apa kan?
Nan yang
Oh, art of.
Serial Fine Art. Keren sih tadi mereka mainnya.
Coba dia udah ganti.
Lu ngerti?
Ngerti dong.
Dia udah ganti.
Oke.
Coba.
Oh.
Oh.
Oke, game kedua dari E-Popi Finals. Coin toss sekarang.
Aku Nama Tata lawan Anonymous. Kita lihat
Mari kita
coin
lihat.
toss menang oleh Aku Nama Tata.
Apakah kita melihat comeback dari Hakuna Matata sekarang atau apakah akan dieliminasi 2-0?
Ya, I think karena gua orang Pinus, gua lebih prefer Anonymous lah. Cuman sepertinya kelihatan
sepertinya Anonymous itu
Anonymous
yang
terlalu
dominan. Hah?
Kayaknya berapa sih?
Oh, gua nggak inget sih. Pokoknya 30 menit tuh saya gini.
Ini cepet gak sih?
ini lumayan lama.
Ini kenapa nggak ngepik ya? Oke, dan game kedua dari Best of 3 Finals E-Popi Dota 2 akan dimulai.
Oh, flick.
Radiant team's
Flick.
Bentar. Gua ganti tim. Mari kita lihat dari Hakuna Matata band pertama.
Gua. Enggak. Gua udah makan, weh.
Katanya mau. Mana?
Kalian mau enggak? Aku udah makan.
Aku masih kenyang.
Hakuna Matata.
Aku udah makan dulu.
Dia dari siang kan.
What?
Udah.
Biar ya maaf. Ambil ya. Gua udah makan
Radiant
baru
team's
aja
turn
makan.
to bed.
Hakuna Matata band pertama Embersnya ya. Magnus, seperti yang kita lihat dari game
Dire
sebelumnya,
team's turn
Anonymous
to
dengan
bed.
Magnus doing so much work.
Iya.
Hakuna Matata tampaknya masih trauma ya. Disruptor juga
Radiant
sekarang.
team's turn to
Mari
bed.
kita lihat apakah Anonymous punya combo lain up their sleeve. Tapi kayaknya Hakuna Matata ini nggak boleh lupa kalau Anonymous punya a checker dan morphling combo.
Iya.
Ntar caster satunya lagi makan ya. Saya serahkan kepada Wilson, co-caster saya.
Baik.
10 seconds
Terima kasih
remaining.
profesor saya, Michael.
Tapi
Jadi,
sebelum semua
sepertinya kan Aku Nama Tata akan pilih first pick. Iya gitu. Ya, dan mereka mengambil waktu yang cukup banyak, Bu. untuk menjadi first pick ini. Mungkin mereka pengen tahu kayak
Kalau pakai book
apakah
ya?
Doom,
Kita nonton bola ya.
apakah Doom itu bisa benar-benar kayak menjadi perubahan gitu yang membawa Hakuna Matata.
Tapi mereka selalu pick Doom sih. Jadi kayak sekarang dia harus
Dire team's turn to
Iya,
pick.
Di try combo mereka bisa Underlord.
Iya, mereka first pick Underlord.
Bagi yang nggak tahu di rumah ya,
Iya, ini-
Underlord ini basically offlaner which is sort of hero yang tebel, yang skillnya kuat banget buat
10 seconds remaining.
buat tank sama musuhnya. Sama ultimate-nya itu yang unik, dia
Radiant
bisa
team's
teleport
turn to
ke
pick.
any of friendly units atau friendly towers. Terus sekarang Anonymous pilih wildcard-nya mereka dulu, Rubik. Interesting.
Jelasin dong, jadi Rubik itu gimana?
Rubik itu hero yang spesial di Dota karena ultimate-nya hero Rubik ini bisa nyolong skill
10
apapun,
seconds
hero
remaining.
apapun in the game, kecuali temen lah.
5 seconds remaining.
Baru juga.
Jadi kita nggak bisa benar-benar predict ini Rubiknya bakal ngapain.
Dire team's turn to
Tapi
pick.
kita lihat pick kedua dari Hakuna Matata, predict Mirana. This is not a hero that we've seen in this tournament.
Iya lah. Mirana tuh
Radiant team ban.
dia bisa keluarin arrow yang ketat sama Star keluarin punch oke.
Kalau pas juga.
Bisa Underlord Mirana lawan Rubik punch. Actually punch first pick kayak second pick is.
I think right now
Gampang
Anonymous
banget
is just
di-counter,
kayak flexing. Mereka tahu kalau mereka tuh dominating, mereka pengen coba
10
assist
seconds
some.
remaining.
Kita pakai random biru.
Mereka pengen kayak have fun in the last game mungkin kayak
5 seconds
I mean, we
remaining.
don't know if this is the last game.
Oh,
They
apparently
could-
Hakuna Matata barusan nge-ban Morphling. They know, they remember the Morphling, the dangerous one. They don't want that Morphling or Shaker combo coming up from Anonymous yet. Dan Mirana, let's see. Mirana, bagi yang nggak tahu di rumah, ultimate-nya Mirana tuh bikin satu timnya mereka invisible semua for set month
10
duration.
seconds remaining.
Jadi misalnya Mirana bisa ulti ini, kayak mereka
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, main Mipo dong.
Jadi lu nggak makan, lu nggak makan.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Oh, dia
Dan
terlalu enak.
Anonymous ke benta ini, mereka tadi tahu tiny-nya flick dari Hakuna Matata tuh sangat
Ntar
jago.
lu, catat lu yang bilang aja lu yang makan. Enggak.
10 seconds remaining.
Tampaknya even though Anonymous
5 seconds
mereka pengen
remaining.
have fun, they still know kalau tiny-nya Hakuna Matata dangerous. So mereka langsung di ban. Let's see what Hakuna Matata will ban next.
Dire team's turn to
And they
ban.
banned the Terror Blade again. I still remember from yesterday how the Terror Blade just destroyed basically Kasan Ching Chong. And the fourth ban of Anonymous, let's see.
10 seconds remaining.
Makan aja lah. Enggak tahu.
5
Indomie
seconds
Kakao
remaining.
Atau Luis. Wah anjir, kenapa?
Oh iya lu yang gak makan ya?
Gak
Lu
suka
nggak
ya?
makan Indomie?
Dulu gue makan jangan ini dong.
Tapi kayak lu masih merasa Indomie itu enak atau enggak enak?
Radiant team ban.
Oh, tapi lu gak kepengenan.
Ini kayak drug addict yang berhasil recover.
Iya.
Emang dulu lu drug addict kayak addict banget?
Gue hampir dulu pada sih gue.
Oh interesting.
Actually, an Invoker ban coming up from Anonymous. Mereka nggak mau Hakuna Matata try anything
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Silencer nggak ada yang pakai.
Iya, sekarang lagi nggak meta. Tapi bener, top
Gue selalu main silencer, gue di bracket-bracket gue nggak ada yang tahu dia silencer apa. Itu kayak mati sendiri gitu kayak waktu itu. I think silencer tuh most successful hero gue. Streak paling panjang, win rate paling gede.
gue necropos sih.
Gila-gila. Ini quote dari Matius. Chill, bisa menang.
Dan apparently flick dari Hakuna Matata tampaknya confident mereka bisa menang. Let's see if this will be delivered.
Matius.
Matius tim yang mana?
Hakuna Matata, flick itu loh, HM flick itu.
Ini enggak.
Tapi kan banyak sih yang ditambah.
Ya dari Indonesia tuh. Baru gue udah kenal
10 seconds remaining.
Gue kenal 1-2 lain.
5 seconds remaining.
Matius itu year gue.
Lu dia ke
4.
mana jauh dulu?
Bentar.
Luis.
Luis.
Anonymous really doesn't know what they want to ban.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Ban last round.
Sure, last shot ban.
Boleh susah kan?
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Third pick coming from Anonymous. Another Slark pick. They know this works. They're trying to use this again. Huh? Basically, Slark itu, the strength of Slark is in the amount of hits he can land on the enemy. The more hits he can land on
10
the enemy,
seconds
the more
remaining.
stats he can steal from the enemy. So the more you let him be in the game,
5
the
seconds
more
remaining.
becomes. And his ultimate, dia berubah jadi kayak this smoke yang nggak bisa diserang apapun. Terus DJ-nya dia like naik exponentially, which makes him one of the hardest carries to kill.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Lion pick coming up for Hakuna Matata,
Lion.
solid support pick. I'm not
Lion.
sure what they were thinking picking Lion here, because Ruby can just steal their pick of death and Mirana's ultimate. But let's see.
But I mean, I
Radiant
really
team's turn to
think like
pick.
Radiant is going to pick up Kokar.
Oh, a meatball! What the fuck? Apparently they feel very confident here picking the meatball. If this meatball here is actually getting the farm, this game might be over in 15 or 20
10
minutes.
seconds
I was
remaining.
not expecting.
And they were thinking Underlord. I think Underlord is one
5
of the
seconds remaining.
heroes that counter Meepo because damage dia nambah kalau misalkan banyak musuh gitu.
But
Iya ya kayak gitu.
I was not expecting someone to be skilled enough to use a meatball here in a
Radiant team's turn to
tournament.
ban.
Faceless Void.
And actual Faceless Void in Hakuna Matata, they don't want to take any chances here.
Jadi
Basically, his ultimate is to come in and create this huge bubble where time stops, and he can just literally do anything.
ya yang lain nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain.
Literally nggak bisa
10
ngapa-ngapain.
seconds
He can just
remaining.
pull gitu. And for
Dire
those
team
of you at
ban.
home who doesn't know what Meepo does, Meepo is an infamous hero for Smurfs because not many people know how to deal with Meepo. Meepo's ultimate allows for a copy of the hero to be formed. The copy can farm, can gain experience, and all of it will be transferred into the original
10
hero,
seconds remaining.
which doubles, triples, maybe even quadruples the farm speed. But the problem is
5
once the hero
seconds
dies,
remaining, ban.
Meepo dies, which is a huge downside of the hero, and that's what makes it so hard to control. And the Shaker and Doom ban here coming out, which is actually very good for the Meepo.
Dire team's turn to ban.
So we really have to disable this Meepo early game here before the Meepo actually gets to do something.
Nah, biasanya mereka bisa awalnya nggak boleh dulu.
Kunka, they should ban Kunka, man. I mean, I think they're going to.
10 seconds remaining.
Main
Radiant team's
basket
turn to
aja,
pick.
Luis.
Saya main basket aja. Indoor atau outdoor sih lapangannya di sini?
Ini nih, outdoor di depan tadi, lihat nggak? Sekarang lagi panas. Kalau sekarang lagi panas ya.
Well, they ban a Tinker here. They really don't want to fight a Tinker mid. But this Meepo player,
10
the
seconds remaining.
player really has to jago banget main micromanage.
5 seconds
Playing
remaining.
Meepo is basically playing multiple heroes at the same time. You really have to split your brain there. Let's see the last pick coming up from Hakuna Matata, and actually we have audio problems. And it's back here. Let's see what they're gonna pick for their last hero. A Kunka pick should be nice, but they're still thinking about other
Either a
possibilities.
Kunka or like, I don't know, probably Shadow Field or such. Actually, it might not be a Kunka. I think someone that can hit.
Someone that
outside.
can isolate Meepo basically. They really don't want the Meepo to play in groups because that's the strength of Meepo. A Void can actually do his job by chronosphering like 1 or 2 Meepos and that'll be enough. As long as the Meepo isn't allowed to roam and kill everybody early game. And actually Hakuna Matata taking their time here. They might be actually confused on what to pick for the last
Yeah,
one.
to counter Meepo.
Counter
and
Meepo.
partner.
Not many heroes can stand versus Meepo here.
Dire team's turn to pick.
And actually they picked a Winter Wyvern, a very good counter against
Oh,
Meepo.
okay. It could be a Winter Wyvern like mid or something.
For those of you who don't know Winter Wyvern's ultimate, if you ultimate one hero, the rest of the enemy within range will have to attack that hero. So it's a very good counter against Meepo, as if
10
you
seconds remaining.
ultimate one Meepo, the rest of the Meepos have to attack that Meepo.
Oh.
5 seconds
Then if
remaining.
that meeple dies, then the entire
Oh.
this game complex. You see what's happening. That's why the Winter Wyvern pick was so good. But then they have to shake it up here. The Mirana maybe will play mid or Winter Wyvern mid. They really don't have that much of a carry here compared with the enemy. The Rubik can just steal these big ultimates like with the Wyvern for Chronos here. The Rubik might be a bit of a trouble here. Depends on how they play. And the last pick from Anonymous here, let's see what they want to do. Counter with the Wyvern.
I think the Meepo could be.
Attack!
Choose your hero.
Okay. Actually, Anonymous here feeling very confident playing these cheese heroes.
What Tekis naman?
Tekis is a hero that plants bombs all over the map, which is very deadly because the bombs are invisible, right? So if you push without being careful, you can easily get deep wipe. But it's a very weird hero in a sense he doesn't directly fight. He uses the bombs. So here we have Pudge, Meepo, Tekis, 3 heroes which are interesting to say the least, with interesting mechanics. With Rubik being able to be a wild card, stealing the big ultimates from the Radiant here. We're gonna enter the fight here in a few more
10 seconds remaining.
Let's see if Hakuna Matata can actually disable this Meepo early game before Meepo goes online. It's a 1-0 condition right now here. If Hakuna Matata wants to stay in the game, they have to win this match.
Hah?
Dia sekali.
Dia Spani.
Namanya
Kurusurin.
ada Shiki.
Ada Shiki.
Die, you animal. Die.
Second game of the finals of the E-Popi Dota 2.
我是一个人工的刷钱机器。
Yang ngurus sama orang siapa? Apa? Yang ngurus sama orang siapa? Yang ngurus ML, yang ngurus ML.
ML Wira.
Ah, beda. Jam 2.
First game. Second game
Ntar
actually.
juga ada. ML kayaknya udah mulai main juga.
Actually, Slark here saying setting. Maybe the Meepo has to still set their hotkeys yet. Soalnya Meepo kan gak tuh control multiple.
Let us
Ada
skirmish.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 control multiple kayak different Meepo. Nah misalnya dia belum set hotkey-nya, bisa banget tuh harus lagi individual. The problem of the Meepo itu, skill yang damage-nya dia itu juga teleport one Meepo to another.
Paling
Jadi
tahu
biasanya
sih,
satu
tahu.
Meepo kan datang, kayak datengin satu orang gitu belum punya masa, terus Meepo-nya semua datang semua. Terus pasifnya every Meepo tuh life steal. Kalau life steal, life yang di steal itu dibagi sama semua Meepo yang lain.
Si ML main. Tapi itu kan.
ML kan ini.
Iya. Dia pilih mana sih? Tahu enggak tahu. Itu cuma bisa.
Taking a bit of time here, Anonymous. Maybe regretting that Meepo pick right now. But they have one game to spare. They're really confident here.
Ada semua. Kok bahasa ini? Bahasa ini.
Ya, chat will kan dari turnamennya beda-beda kan, lucu kan, terus masukin ke sini. Terus kalau lu beli kayak Battle Pass, which is kayak really thing buat support the annual tournament gitu, you get this different kayak chat will buat lu spam gitu.
Namanya gimana?
Kenapa?
Hancurin itu ancient
Hancurin
lawan.
ancient ini. Nah ini hero salah satu yang paling bikin ingin meso gitu loh.
Tembak drone.
Ali Bobong here.
Cepet sih kayaknya, setengah jam.
Depending on how the Meepo plays, honestly.
Ya, kalau nih playernya jago banget.
Kayak ini hero-nya gitu kayak aneh-aneh semua.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was saying kayak Anonymous really feels like they're confident they can win with these heroes. So,
30 seconds to battle.
Mirana, Wyvern, Underlord has to do their job here in disrupting the farm of the Meepo. They can't allow Meepo to farm there.
Rubik is already there scouting.
Yep, this might be a mistake on the Rubik here. Underlord takes his second skill,
But there's
and there's the arrow from the Mirana hits. The Rubik will fall here.
oh my god!
Slark and Butch hunting down the Mirana here, wasting the time. They might just want to take the bounties and leave here. Mirana actually being body blocked by Butch.
Oh no. The mid player.
Mirana actually falls there. With the push, let's see what Meepo is doing right now. Immediately spamming the Wraith Bands there, queuing it up. Let's see how this Meepo can play and how Void. Actually, Winter Wyvern is falling quite low here. What's happening?
Double
It
kill.
actually falls there. And Underlord is in a bit of trouble here. As I was saying, Slark is racking up the essence shifts here. Which is a bit of trouble. And a triple kill for Slark. Slark is a carry that really needs those kills, those farms, those gold, and he just got a triple kill in the first minute of the game. This might spell trouble for the Radiant here. People already taking the full skill there. Void has to step his game up if he wants to match that Slark farm.
And we see Techies.
You see Taki soloing the offlane here. Apparently they're really cocky, kinda cocky here, just letting the Void free farming here. Not even trying to harass or anything. They're so confident in the Meepo and their other heroes to farm. And Slark taking the fight. This might be deadly for Slark though. And Slark will stay alive to see another day. But Lion, on the other hand, really struggling versus this Budge.
And it's actually
Gets a stun though, only one.
Dominating.
And Slark gets another kill. Pouncing onto the Underlord here, might get another kill.
And we see quite cooking.
Straight comes from the Budge, but Winter Wyvern dies once more to the Slark.
One time with my kill. I mean, it's kill. And it's not even 2 minutes yet.
Slark is quite a weak hero in the early game, so it's quite surprising how he can get all these kills. And Meepo actually going forward. Mirana can actually kill this Meepo. Interesting how Mirana doesn't go for this. The arrow will not hit though. And Techi's falling quite low versus the Void here, which is to be expected. But a trial-in on top really allows for Slark to just farm and farm. We see the net worth here. Slark is already on the top of the leaderboard. He'll be falling quite low though. Even so, Lion is gonna get caught again here. Underlord trying to survive. And at mid here we see Meepo getting his first raid back.
Iya.
Enggak. Natok saya makan. Natok saya makan.
Ini Natok sudah makan.
Iya.
Meepo already getting his second Meepo here, almost killed the Mirana if Mirana did not leave there. Such a perilous situation for the Radiant. And Slark, he is so farmed here, but only 100 gold lead versus the Void though, as Void is also getting free farm at bot here.
Saya main game nggak?
Lo tau kalau ada Tekis ini gamenya bisa isi sampai 20 menitan. Kalau Regennya kayak menang gitu, kayak Tekisnya masuk-masuk bom, Regennya menang, ntar maju berlima, dar, mati semua.
Terus tapi Tekinya nggak bisa nge-end juga masalahnya.
Iya, exactly. People here already getting clone, letting Mirana not gonna get it. Most likely Mirana falling low. Slark doing his magic one. He knows that Lion and Underlord is gonna keep spamming their skills. They Butch and Rubik really thinking the Twilight Slark and Slark might just die or from the Orb of Venom, but Flick actually Winter Wyvern in a bit of a problem here. Slark is still alive somehow. And Rubik with the Fate Bolt will live for another day. Push pops his clarity. He's trying to get enough mana for that hook. And Meepo getting his third raid ban already with double damage. Mirana might just fall here. The second clone of Meepo though, he has to be careful. This just goes to show how powerful Meepo is in the early game with this ability here, Divided We Stand.
I don't know.
Not many people will pick Meepo due to its complexity, but if one does pick Meepo, usually it's because they know what they're doing. Techies here just trying to
Radiant's
get
middle tower could use some
Void
help.
to go forward. Lion actually falling quite low on the top lane here. Smart going onto the Lion, getting another kill. Flick in quite a trouble here. Mirana missing the arrow there. Smart actually falls though.
Your hopes?
Underlord with 68 damage from his passive there.
That should help.
He's still just planting the bomb, taking bounties.
The prize is
Mirana
right.
having a really hard time at mid though. They really have to gank these people if they want to win.
Easy shot.
As you can see here, people is just getting them threads and roots early. Lion seems to look for a gank here, but Meepo knows that something is coming. This is where Meepo excels. He can farm multiple jungle camps at the same time while being still in lane. Underlord still at top, just trying to maintain his lane while still farming at bottom. Meepo now actually at the top of the net worth, easily overtaking both Smart and Void. Even though we see Smart killing 4 people in the first minute, now we can see Meepo overcoming that gap. And Smart at top still just fighting constantly, but somehow still working out his fight. Underlord and Lion trying to go on Slark now. Slark doesn't have his ultimate yet, and he must just fall here. Pounce comes in time, pounce out though. Too big. Trying to go for that arcane ruin. Actually, Meepo at mid. This might spell another trouble here as Meepo continues to farm. His net worth here just propels forward.
Thank you.
Oh, my mama. Butch coming bottom. No, actually. Boy just got techies there.
You're beating on Dire's top tower.
Nice mbak. Taruh aja. Lu ngapain pegang-pegannya tadi?
Kira mau dibagi sama Peter.
Enggak, maksudnya asin gua taruh ini kan spesial dikit banget gua sama Elva gua pegang dulu. Meepo here, his farm is just exploding. He's farming in the enemy's jungle even. And Mirana can't do much about this. All she can do is she's also farming the jungle as Meepo. He can just easily kill her if she shows it herself. Meepo hunting the Mirana down. Mirana knows, Parasha knows that she's in trouble here. Meepo going into the triangle.
Just taking all the farm.
Taking all the farm from the Radiant actually might prove top here to get. Top already has problems by itself, but if Meepo comes and gank here, it will become a huge trouble for the Radiant. Net worth leads still in the favor of the Radiant though,
Someone
but
better
Meepo
help
is
Dire's
just so
middle
far
tower.
ahead above everybody with the Wyvern. Spots Meepo. Doesn't have the ultimate yet though, so Meepo knows that this his opportunity to go on Lion. Actually gets the 2-man stun there. Not sure if Meepo will commit here. Floyd meanwhile farming on bottom, trying to pull himself because he has no support there. Pudge won't let this go though. He's just standing there trying to get the full wave. Now Void has his own problems at the bot lane as Pudge rotates to help tech.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Meanwhile at top, the war is still going on. Meepo is still at the top though. Meepo Wyvern couldn't fall quickly enough here. Meepo's damage is just too much. Lion falling really low here. Clark really just hunting down the Lion. Lion will fall as well. Catching the sentry ward in the process. Mirana without any significant items here. While Meepo already 4.7k in the net worth here. Huh?
Yeah. Oh. And we see actually top lane. They're already gathering up. And yeah, we might see something happening on top.
Dyer's
on the
bottom
Slark
tower is
here
being chipped
from
away.
Hakuna Matata, and actually they're rewarding first. And they might know and the Dyer might know what Radiant is up to. I mean, they're already graduating up,
Dyer's
and a
bottom
hook
tower
on the
is under
Lion.
attack.
Lion trying to save himself, but 3 people getting up on him, and yeah, actually Lion just dies for it. For his 4th time. And but although the skill is like, the kill number is really different, but the network is not that bad. I mean, actually, it's now going to Dyer's favor, but it's just around 1k. So that's not bad. So we see, actually Dyer is already ganging up again. Punch ready to hook, and there are already mines planted by the techies. And we see bottom lane, actually Rubik is fighting against the Void. And Void already having his Midas, which will amplify the farm and everything, but it's still nowhere close to the Meepo, right? I mean, Meepo is just, there are 3 heroes, both having the same damage. And the Meepo has Blink Dagger. So that could prove useful in the gank. And we see Meepo try to make a move on the Void here. The main Meepo is already having his Blink Dagger, but the Void was able to escape on time. And we see Lion here. Another Finger of Death, and Tekis just falls. And we see the Meepo on top of the network here, and followed by the Void in front. And we see top lane actually touch, not being able to hook anything.
Just as much help as bottom.
And trying to fall back again. And we see Meepo again going to the Void over here. You see Void, is he going to use the Chrono? And yes, but I don't think the Void can kill the Meepo.
Dyer's top tower is under
You
attack.
see the Meepo is just doing anything that he wants. I mean, just pooping up here, back here, and there. And we see the arrow actually caught on the Rubik. Rubik might die over here, but the second Starfall doesn't fall. Another.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Actually, it's a pretty even trade. I mean, it's the mid against the Rubik, and it's like. And we see this item here, a 4-star. It's the first item on the Mirana. I don't think it's a very good first pick, but let's see how they use it. Underlord trying to make brief for the aura. And we see over here again.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dyer's bottom tower needs some help. Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Oh, bisa sih kayak mati.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And we see again the Meepo is just taking all the farms from the Radiant side
Just as much help as
and
bottom.
being like everywhere across the map. I mean, we can see here that the Meepo can actually pull back, catching onto the Void, and the Void currently has no answer to the Meepo. There's no like area control. There's no like
Dyer's middle tower
big
isn't
area
going to
damage
last
coming
long.
from the Radiant side. We have to see this Inter Wyvern trying to use his ultimate on the Meepo, right?
Someone better help Dyer's middle tower.
And we see a first item on Tech Keys. It's gonna be Aghanim Scepter. It still has block to actually take the Aghanim Scepter. And top lane
Radiant's
over
middle
here.
tower is under attack.
And you see Punch actually taking all the farms up top. And we don't really know what's the role here. But yeah, the Meepo is just it's trying to restrict the farm of the Void. Right? I mean, Void now can farm, while Slarn is happily just taking all the farms like up top, going to jungle, having that Eclipse Saber ready, and actually overtakes Void already. I mean, this is like a very big situation, and we might need to see how Hakuna Matata is going to come back with the rest.
Then,
We see here again, it's nighttime already, and we see the bounties. Actually, Rubik is taking one of the bounty up top. And actually the bottom bounties, there's still one over here, and actually taken by the techies. And trying to actually bait someone to take the bounties upward with all the mines planted over here.
killing spree.
Actually, we saw Lion dead again from the Rubik play, and we see that on the level side. Actually the boy is up top with the E-Popi as well, level 13, followed by the Slug level 12. And we see the Slug, which is a key hero for Nominus like last game, and he's trying to actually climb the network and actually following the. And actually, boy died again in middle actually where everything is falling. E-Popi going low and actually die. All the area damage from the Winter Wyvern
Radiant's top tower
it's actually
has looked better.
big enough. And
Looks
we see
like
Punch
Dire
here.
fortified their
All the damage taken on the Punch, and Punch just dies as well. Even though he's
Radiant's
a
top tower has fallen.
But it gives so much space for the Slug. I mean, Slug is just farming all the way, and he's actually having that Brit's Knuckle,
Not much good
which means
happening
that
to Radiant's
going
bottom
to have
tower.
35 attack speed, and the Echo Saber also helps the farm. So even without Magnus itself, it's
Radiant's bottom
Already
tower's
looking
got problems. Radiant have fortified their
here
structures.
again. I mean, you need to make the moves on Slug. If you let
Radiant's
Slug
bottom
just
tower
farm
is
like
under
this,
attack.
Void won't be able to fight the Slug. And actually, Eagle Song is there for the Miko already, just needing like around 1000 gold for a Ghost Scepter. I still don't get why Mirana uses the Force Star. I mean, we know that it's used for the
Radiant's
Miko,
bottom tower is under
but is it
attack.
a very viable option to actually buy a 4-star? I mean, she can let like just the supports do it, make the 4-star, and try to focus on specific items that can help have her win the game. And we see
Radiant's bottom
actually
tower
Blink
is
is in a bit of trouble, but the Mirana Scroll actually helps him to get away from the very sticky situation. And we see like all the wards placement. I mean there are wards over here. It's just actually outside of the sentry. It's a very good ward placement here. And yeah, we might see the warders here. And actually, they're already pinging onto the Winter Wyvern. The Winter Wyvern knows that the people are coming based on this ward only. And we see Winter Wyvern again, all the stuns, and he just got blown by the Techies bomb. And Techies claiming the kill, leading to the network. And we see Underlord here already making the
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Haste! That should help.
Oke ya.
Radiant's middle
Tahun
tower
sekarang mereka mau coba push tahun. Ya, semuanya udah tahu. Tapi actually Underlord tahu push dari sana. Jadi kita lihat kayak
Radiant's
orang
tower
mereka
just got killed.
karena mereka tahu kayak mereka nggak bisa
Dire's top
bermain
tower?
with
Radiant
they're
structures have
losing the
been snow
network also juga.
fortified.
Kita lihat apakah mereka bisa melakukannya. Rubik actually ambil jurusnya with his Arcane Supremacy actually amplified as well. So we see actually the Miko is here already, but the Underlord being one of the counter Miko is able to keep the Miko away, and actually using the ult to actually get back continuously, actually he died before he got. And Winter Wyvern killing the Miko with the ultimate is one of the counters as well. but can they really fight against the rest? I mean, they have been doing everything they can to combo me, but then everyone's just dying like
Killing spree.
from other heroes, and we're unable to pick the kill. But you see Meepo here, you see Clark here. The farm is much above than what the Void can. And this Void
Radiant's top tower
is just
is under attack.
not using the Chronosphere. Trying to just farm.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Actually, a silver is done with the Slark.
Nice.
We really need to see Void using the Chronosphere. I mean, it hasn't been used like for a very long time, and Hakuna Matata should just take the fight to the forest. I mean, being able to really like isolate the Meepo using the Chronosphere. And you see Lion dying again to the Slark. The Slark is just using the Silver Edge and all the bash from the bash of the Echo Saber. Actually, this is the power of Meepo, right? I mean, Meepo can just use the two other Meepos to farm, and then the main Meepo will be used to actually just travel elsewhere and trying to stay in the fight when the teammate really requires him. Siapa main Meepo?
Jago teman.
Lumayan jago sih. Dia bisa blink pulse sih jauh sih. To be honest. Already have an Ethereal on the Meepo. I mean, this Meepo is just wrecking havoc, man. I mean, they're just farming, taking all the farm from the Radiant side. Even the triangle on the Radiant side, the Meepo has control over it, and you see actually the lane. Actually, Slark died and taking that was the Void. I mean, and now Mirana getting cooked all over the place, using all his sleep charges, and here Rubik having there to take the life of the Winter Wyvern. Even the buyback from the Lion, he's not able to do anything. One Meepo is actually down, but these bombs are actually making Hakuna Matata feel restricted, unable to actually do anything. We might see stuff happening. Actually, the Meepo got arrowed, and Farasla, the Mirana trying to fight the Meepo, trying to focus on the main Meepo, but the main Meepo being Ethereal, trying to fight back 3 against 1, and then unfortunately, all the spell damage is able to get the Meepo, and 5 people actually coming to the Rubik, and Rubik just died because of the arrow from Farasla. Mirana trying to carry the team together, and they might just do it. I mean, the tips come from. I think that was a really nice play.
Middle tower is under attack.
And we see here Slark actually having the silver edge, trying to focus on the main hero, which is Space Void. But the Space Void just doesn't fit fast enough. I mean, all the control, and we see it here. Actually, Slark just died. All the control is actually enough.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
And Punch will be the next to come down. Takis will be another.
Dire's middle tower is eliminated.
And they got T-Fight. I mean, now the people trying to help his teammates. Already having a Shadow Blade here. But a Sentry man, I mean, they know that there's them. Oh, but a really fast reflex from Anjay over here.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Cooking together and trying to farm again for those items, those usable blade items that really the Meepo needs. I mean, Meepo needs that. and we see the Slark again. And the Slark is actually farming quite fast. If you look at this trajectory, right, the void is just nowhere near the Slark. It's just there's a 2,000 gold difference. But the Slark was like making, you see, the kills actually like very far away. Having those 12 kills actually matters a lot to support. So you see here actually the Meepo again, getting focused on getting
Double kill.
they lost again. And then there's a sick play from the Spark over there, bouncing over into getting to the Mirana. And they're just outplayed. I mean, the Spark again trying to go on the Lion beats, and the Winter Wyvern trying to take the Lion. You see how it goes. I mean, they missed the Winter Wyvern. Winter Wyvern is dead now. Focus right there. Punch Spark over here. And yeah,
Just let you free.
and Sentry was getting rewarded. And the goalie is 5k, actually they're closing up the goalie. A lot of kills on the Meepo itself. And the Rubik getting close to it, again Scepter. And we'll see them making plays here. Like going to wrap around the back and trying to focus on. We have to see. They're already like taking sentries away. Just restricting the map on the bottom side, trying to get that bottom tower and get a control. And we see here that Slark has this Abyssal almost finished. Just needing that Vanguard. Secret shop. I mean, what do you think? Do you think like Mati's and like a fellow friend of mine also believe that Hakuna Matata has like a very real chance to actually win the game. It looks so bleak for them right now. I mean, Roshan taken by the people was the fastest hero to take Roshan and poofing outside to actually heal up. Yeah. One Meepo actually being left here and actually poofing back to the Meepo. I mean, this is some next level play by the Meepo player. Really knows how to utilize like the number of heroes. And yeah, it's just really hard for Hakuna Matata to take anything. The Meepo is all over the place, countering the Mirana. Mirana unable to do anything with the Meepo. And Slark actually trying to gun on Mirana and might be able to take this fight. Already having the pounce over there and all the hits, pistol blade. But we see actually they're using the bonus here and trying to isolate Slark. Slark is just gonna die over here. One ultimate being done, and the Wyvern also having his ultimate, right? I mean, the Meepo, if you focus this on the Meepo, right, it's very hard for him to do anything. And the Meepo they just cannot do anything. I mean, nice. You really have to face the Wyvern, and you see the Meepo, that means that they have to really focus on him. And the Meepo getting focused, just not able to do anything, and we see Rubik just holding on to 0 life, but not going to be able to do anything. And then team wipe on the forces of Hakuna Matata. I mean, this Winter Wyvern pick is the only counter to Meepo that they have. I mean, you have to remember that the Meepo is a flex pick. I mean, they know how to use Meepo, but this was not the one of the cases where you should use the Meepo. With the Vibrant, with the Underlord. But we see the bomb here that's getting placed. And we have to see. Oh, actually, they took notice of the bomb. So we can see it from the sentry here, just right beside the sentry, and they saw it. And we see here that actually the goal lead is pretty even. Void catching up to Meepo and also Clark over here. And we see here actually Underlord using his ultimate to run away. And yeah, you see Clark being able to take the Winter Wyvern down.
Were those cracks
Rubik
in
using the
Dyer's top
ultimate of
tower?
Underlord that he stole to teleport everyone to the bot lane, trying to push the bot lane, take that tier 2 tower that they desperately need.
Oh yeah, that's the good
And yeah, the Meepo here trying to farm again, push all the lanes together. And finishing up the Echo Saber over here. All the intelligence, all the strength, the mana regen. And we see bottom lane actually. And Slark having that Abyssal now. Queuing up all, taking up the Eye of Sky. And this Slark is pretty damn fat. I mean, the health pool is already 2000. But we see Void here again. I mean, he could. All the resources are actually restricted already. No place else to farm. They need to really open up the map. I mean, now Meepo is just being given free reign to do anything that he wants, and all the bombs that are placed with the techies over here. And it's a pretty interesting like ward position coming out from the Radiant side. We see here Lion getting gun on by the Meepo, and we see yet again the Winter Wyvern ultimate. I mean, focusing on the Meepo, and Meepo is just going to die. We see Lion over here, focusing on the Lion. But it's just they're just getting filled up, and Void trying to get to the Clark getting silent, getting tanked, and the killing spree from the Mirana, triple kill from the Resource Void. Oh, what? And actually, they wiped over Nana.
Comeback ini kira-kira.
I mean, if they keep playing on like this, I mean, they have the ultimate counter for them, which is the Wyvern's ult. The Meepo cannot go with the Wyvern's ult. Just it's a pretty bad pick in a sense that they try to Meepo like on the 4th pick. They should have waited and then really like stay patient. Pick the Meepo into the last part.
Dire have fortified their structures. Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, it seems like a very fun game, and actually the lead is actually changed back to
Radiant's top tower.
the Radiant side.
Just went down.
And network, yeah, the highest network is actually Void right now. Void, like working at the triple kill, while you can get all that gold. And we see Void actually being taken by the punch. And but the Underlord just TPs the entire team to base.
Boleh.
Yeah.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
You see the Rubik finishing up the Again Scepter. But I think the key important here is that Rubik should steal the Wyvern's ultimate and use it against them. I mean, there's another choice that they could do. One tap, and my fellow friend here over here bringing the coffee for the co-casters here. Really, thank you. Great, much appreciated. You see the bombs here, they just like... Oh, ini lumayan seru sih.
Bisa comeback sih.
Yeah. So they are actually also taking care of the Wyvern. But Underlord being one of the heroes that countered Meepo is just there again. I mean,
Then we can meet.
I really think the Underlord and Winter Wyvern is a bad pick.
This middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
see here and here again, Clark or the coach taking away the Faceless Void again, and Clark without Faceless Void, without the Wyvern, able to kill. But the ulti from Underlord taking back the Mirana away to safety. And this Mirana focusing on... Tapi ya susah juga gitu loh, kayak Anonymous. I mean, Slark, dia nggak ada counter buat Slark, kayak Void lah. The only case adalah konten Chrono lah. Atau kayak mereka fokus.
Slark yang paling bahaya.
And actually, kayak Slark tuh finished up his, I think his cardio already. I mean, he's very rich as of now. Trying to get the, actually finishing at the BKB first before going for Skadi. And they need it. And we see, oh, actually it's gone from the arrow. We try to see the BKB actually going on. We see how, and it's not actually almost the BKB at this 10 second BKB, trying to use the maximum output, and the slot is just hitting like wall up. I mean, it's really hard. But the crosshair actually Rubik taking him.
What's not mati?
So Thor is not dead. This is Clark. They take
Not much
this.
happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
There's still the Meepo here. They're having the sentry.
Meeting on Dire's top tower.
And the Meepo here is just being targeted, being rooted, unable to escape. Guys, the control is just too much from the side of Kuna Matata and
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Rosie. You see again, actually Void is dead.
It is Rosie.
It's Rosie. And we see the Slark. Yeah, we see the Slark again, able to pounce here and there, having the 26 essence here, stealing like around 100 agility.
Loh, kok bisa? Yang Radiant nggak kalah sih. Voidnya yang making place.
Nah, Wyvern. Because Wyvern is the counter to Meepo, right?
Tadi one of the biggest place-nya
Kayak Why muncul 4 langsung full heal. Why gimana kalau Meepo ada langsung mati. Karena mereka nggak silent, mereka harus silent Wyvern. And we see kayak the front is just going just killing the Wyvern, able to get out and then keep looking. And we see actually the Slug died.
Slugnya nekat sih tadi dia.
Iya.
Langsung sendiri.
Tapi the network still shows that Slug
Kuat banget itu Slug.
yeah. Not being able to do anything is from the side.
Betul Wyvern itu support.
Tapi bisa carry. Tapi itu juga support. Yeah. We see kayak they are picking out Roshan. Could be and having the courier using the courier to scout actually the Roshan.
Easy shot. Radiant's courier has been killed.
And actually, Nick Steve over here, like taking the courier, trying to scout if they are doing Roshan or not. I mean, this Roshan, if Dire is going to take the Roshan, I mean, and it goes to Stark, right? The Stark could just do anything in the front line without like needing to worry about anything. Iya, Underlord. Ya, Underlordnya juga buat kayak auranya kayak armornya 15, armornya kayak 4 kayak. Nah sih Tank lah itu. Punya 42 armor gitu loh, gak underlord. Susah banget buat dibunuh. Apalagi dari right click attack. Ini ya Mipo udah punya side of vice. Pasti kayak ada target ini ya dulu, target Winter Wyvern dulu. Kalau Winter Wyvern mati ya udah. Nih the key hero tuh ada Winter Wyvern sih. Kalau Winter Wyvern-nya can get out a good ulti kayak kontrolnya ada gitu, ada Chrono Trigger, ada Underlord punya ini. And actually Underlord using the ultimate once again, but not going to finish it. And kayak we see kayak Radiant tuh kayak cuma menunggu Dyer untuk kayak come and get me, you know, like yeah, not brave enough to make their place themselves. And actually Mega tried to scout the Roshan again using the courier.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, we see something might happen again, or everybody collapsing here. And Radiant is trying to really protect this tier 2 tower. And actually you're seeing Rubik getting gun on, dead. There's the Lion with the blink and everything. He's able to really just be a nuisance over here, blinking, stunning, hexing, and all the control that he can give for the Radiant side. And we might see something here. You see Project Zero Guard going on the Wyvern. The Wyvern is going. The Wyvern unable and using his third skill. Still not keeping up with the ult, not using the ult for anything. And Clark getting gone on with the versus for Beatles Boy hitting really hard. And then Mipo is just there. And the ultimate being used already. And Anja is just died from the play from this team actually managed to kill the Mipo over here. Lion. I think his ultimate, the damage is already like 1000 damage. It's a very insane damage coming up on a Lion, able to target them before. And we see that the goal is, I mean, Radiant is up by 7k, and they could start making the offensive. You see, taking Mirana having a Lincoln Spear already. And this Clark needs to just farm. I mean, he needs
Dyer's
to
top
farm
tower
to
is under
get
attack.
to Satanic, Askari to actually really fight all the support, because the support are not easy to kill. You see with the Wyvern
Leading on
already has
Dyer's top tower.
2000 health.
Dyer's top tower is gone. Just a cold fog left behind.
With the leveler on the void, attack speed already through the roof. You see, it's like very fast. And we see Mipo again, like trying to push the waves, trying to really make it happen. And Zaya already scanned the Roshan pit, knowing that they are actually taking the Roshan having the cheese and the Aegis. So we can see kita dapat Aegis tuh kalau mati lo ya mati. And Aegis actually given towards the Faceless Void, and she's being taken by the Underlord. And they could start like making plays, right? I mean, they have the reincarnation, all the Aegis and everything. Yeah, this is like a very fun game to get. We see Mipo already falling really far away from the network, unable to really farm the Anjay. And Anjay here with the Mipo trying to catch someone who's trying to farm, but not controlling the other Mipos. I don't think they are actually doing it a lot. I mean, he really needs to focus on using the Mipos to actually farm all the camps. And with the level it is currently in, I mean, you can really see all the Mipos getting pretty fast in terms of gold. And we see everyone is just farming. Bosan juga ya farming doang.
Jadi peluk doang dong. Bang Andi kok Bang Andi.
Yeah. Here we see it's already the 45 minutes mark, and now. Aduh. Wah, ini rumah gue lihat nih.
Vent.
Tiga. Tapi sekarang
This is the life.
Terrealisasi.
bisa sih. I mean sekarang event banget. Kalau Michael,
Di sini
Mike,
kalau misalnya naik gimana?
gimana cara lihat win rate ya?
I'll take that.
Kalau naik mana enggak?
Kalau mereka menang best. Satu lagi.
Radiant's top tower deserves
Cara
just as much help
win
as bottom. Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
Karena ada kayak
Dire's bottom tower always did get short shrift.
Ada juga sih.
Radiant's
Oh,
top
gua
tower
penting
is
loh,
under
kayak-
attack. Dire's no
Oh.
fortified their structures.
What the hell? Harus mana
Radiant's top
Ya, actually
tower
apa nama
has
Tata
looked better.
XP-nya lebih gede.
Radiant's
tim
top
network
tower
juga
has
lebih gede.
fallen. Radiant's
jinx
middle
it,
tower
don't jinx
has
it.
fallen.
Aduh, gua harus think baru pertama-tama.
Jas ya.
Udah
Oh my god, material. Ah ini, ya ini gua kamu nggak bisa selesai ini teknisnya.
Satu dua itu.
Enggak, ini satu si Anonymous udah menang satu. Ini sekarang second game. Wah, next game. Ya. Teknisnya juga dibuat. Nah, teknisnya udah taruh bom bed
Seconds.
ini di sini. Sekarang kita lihat mid lane, push-nya 3000 custable itu. Dan tapi kayak Rubik nih bahkan hampir push aja. Coba lihat. And having more armor gitu loh, kayak this punch, this Rubik is actually kayak free damage. Actually everyone is being divided across. Let me see kayak when Mipo farming kayak when Mipo kayak actually fokus farming kayak dia cepet banget, kayak nggak ada yang bisa kalahin karena kayak dia ada 4 hero terus kayak poof it's just an area damage dealing like 130 but it deals damage like when it's kayak before and upon impact gitu, jadi kayak oh jadi kayak sekarang I mean networknya ada bedanya nggak beda sih, kayak networknya udah nggak beda, XP-nya ada beda, tapi win probability is still going to anonymous side. Sekarang kayak with more than 1k, with just less than 1k network advantage for anonymous. Patrick Sturgar already having that butterfly and queuing up an Alex Cardi next. I guess he's just trying to save it in case he dies and he no buyback. And the buyback status actually, all the core heroes they have buybacks except for Meepo. The Meepo here is going to have, actually he's going to have his buyback pretty soon, yeah, having the buybacks and everything. So we might see a fight happening soon at Roshan. Actually not up yet, but soon I guess. And everyone grouping up in the Roshan pit, trying to catch the Tekis. Tekis actually, and Tek is actually pretty much dead. Yeah, the fear of death taking the and we see the Mirana here. Mirana already having all like 4 items, building to a soul booster. Now next, and actually the Mirana is really tanky. And we see here actually Meepo dies once again. Your Void and Underlord combo. And it's very hard. I mean, Underlord having the hit on Malin. Punch not able to hit anything.
Oh, kena trap. Ya, lihat.
Mungkin bisa menang sih. Cuman masih ada di
Maksudnya main Meepo itu mungkin gak sedikit sih.
Oh, kita lihat di sini. Actually having the Lotus Orb juga. Kayak cepet banget.
Wah. Underlord mati.
Oh damn, Underlord being saved by the Chronosphere. Alipo being the plate. Clark being focused. Clark might actually die here and Clark dies. Buying back from Clark. All the finger on that. You see here actually there's a contact. 2 people die from Abra. And Wyvern getting focused. Actually Wyvern coming up on the Radiant side. They were actually like, how many buybacks spent in this fight? They were like, actually 4 buybacks, 2 from Radiant and 2 from Dire. And we see the gold change here. I mean, Mirana is to be one of the top most advantage coming to the first network over here. Apa? Yeah. And yeah, seru banget cuy. I mean, makanya. Okay, looking at the network, I think the fight was advantage to the Dire side. Getting actually the Void getting really hard. I mean, having that Manta style, that Mjolnir, and now focusing on all dying. Clark is dead, Push is dead, and yeah, everyone is spying back on the Radiant side, trying to push, trying to just win, just go directly. I mean, they don't have to buyback on Clark. Clark bought back already, Meepo bought back already. They can just win the game here and there. You see again the burst from Mirana.
Dire's middle tower just went down.
Okay. And from GT, bro, not even Hakuna Matata is going to win the game. Game number 2 on Hakuna Matata, and we're going to the third game. Tapi di full lah. To be honest lah, pikir di full lah.
Ya di full lah.
Pikir di full banget.
Ya mereka benar-benar mau sampai last game.
Iya.
Biar mereka menang sekali lah, biar seneng dulu.
Nah, biar kayak seru. Gue yakin kayak seru aja sih last game.
Ayo Gio mati.
Mati sudah apa?
Nah itu juga suspicious tuh.
Ya, tapi ya not the content. Matius sih actually yang bikin Matius dengan Winter Wyvern. Dia kayak fokus Meepo terus gitu. Tapi ya itu di full pick lah, sumpah jelas. The line up kayak bagus banget. Push aja, push Meepo lagi. Gue tuh nggak ngerti banget kayak mereka pick Meepo lawan Underlord sama lagi siapa namanya?
Terus sama Winter Viper.
Winter Viper tapi dipikir setelah
Iya,
pivot.
tapi makanya kayak Winter Viper kayak lu jarang banget. Oh susah gitu kayak it's just kayak itu bisa cheese strat kayak last pick lu pivot. Ya, lu jarang banget. Walaupun dia Raptor style. Right. Raptor style. Dua sama sih. Lu suka lu fans kan? Tapi terus sih.
Boleh ya.
Poinnya sama sih.
Jangan ngomong sas, jangan ngomong sas.
Capek dong.
Jadi itu ada kelengkapan dan nggak mau.
Kamu di mana bukan di
Iya,
Anjing kayak gitu.
Enggak, tapi jangan. Mati lu.
gimana nggak bisa suara?
Awas dia kakinya kan juga.
Orang gue
Nonton yuk. Gue gak ada SoundCloud dia.
Main dong.
Max kan itu.
Malam mau Max. Mau denger kan? SoundCloud.
Lu mana nyanyi?
Yes.
Woi.
Ini suara apa? Saudara dekatnya si Radit.
Suara dekatnya Radit. Aspen. Hours. Oi.
Dulu si di foto di sekolah lu kayak gitu
Lah,
sih orangnya.
Biasa aja sih.
Dulu kayak waktu
Tapi kayak ini sih.
Anjir doang langsung mati ya.
Ada jasa. Apa sih?
Ayo apa? Gue pengen.
Brought to you by Pepsi. Dan enggak juga Soron.
Sekarang juga.
This game brought to you by Pepsi.
Do you think of me? Close. Oh, what? Ini ada anak Divine ya, Divine 2 weh.
Battle Pass berapaan sih kalau di sana?
Apa?
Harganya orang Battle Pass sekarang berapa?
Battle Pass ini berapa? $40. Persis $40. Oh ini kalau biasa lah, kalau lu mau level until September 9. Ntar lagi mau ada anak Divine Divine 2.
Jadi timnya si aku siapa aja sih?
Apa? Ini Nick Steve.
Steve siapa?
Nick Steve.
Nick Steve.
Tau gak? Nicolas Steven.
Oh,
Mesya, tau. Flake itu si Matthias Robert. Ini gua nggak tahu. Farasha sama Ali.
Ali Bob.
Semua tuh. Ini I think ya senior semua.
Roti juga lagi Pepsi.
Dota 2 Championship. Jadi next gua udah nggak mau main Dota. Aku udah mau. Satu,
Yang lagi samar gitu ya. Paling kayak gitu.
That I felt this job with you. I'm trying to get back before I do my business. Intervention, I recognize but I won't forgive. Sorry,
Open up your hands and then look into your heart and you'll find love, 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 love. In a moment, maybe then it's just one big family. It's your guys who are to be love, 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 love. Love, love. So do I won't take, so I'll take no more, no more. It cannot
Ya, harus masak lagi dong.
Even to reach yourself a fantasy and just go with the seasons. What we aim to do. Our name is our virtue, but I won't dare. So I'll take no more. It cannot be. I'm yours. Open up your hands and then you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find love.
Ya, ini berarti izin harga. Bohong. Ajarin Luis deh. Lu gak jomblo? Tapi lu pernah gak jomblo kan?
Karena kalau gue
Please don't. There's no need to complicate. Cause I'm not.
Kalau di temen yang cewek semua gue jadi
Iya ada always go. Berarti lu ngeliat cewek kayak wow, this species. Katanya bilang.
Yang di ada yang begitu. Tapi kalau yang begini
Radiant Team Band.
Hi guys, so starting again with me, Wilson will be the caster for Hakuna Matata versus Anonymous. The final fight is currently score is 1-1, so we hope to see both sides putting up a great fight for this last game. We're starting with the ban from Hakuna Matata side, thinking they're going to probably ban the Magnus over here.
Fire Team Band.
Yeah, we see Magnus coming out,
Radiant Team's turn to
banning the
ban.
Void again. See, they have the bad memories going for Void last
Dire
time,
Team's turn to ban.
and Magnus Disruptor
Radiant
again.
Team's
I
turn
mean,
to pick.
it seems that Hakuna Matata thought that that's the only gameplay that Anonymous has, but we might see something happening going on, and it's actually doomed to be banned in the second ban. And we see first pick going to Hakuna Matata, probably going for the, it
5
could be the
seconds
Mirana or
remaining.
Tiny.
Dire Team's turn to pick.
And we see them picking another
Radiant
Underlord,
Team's turn to pick.
and Earthshaker being picked by Anonymous. Seems to be a cleaner draft compared to the previous one, which is Rubik and Fudge. You see Hakuna Matata taking the second pick over here. And we might see another support. It could be
10 seconds
Rubik,
remaining.
played by Flick. We know that he plays really good Rubik,
5 seconds remaining.
and it's one of the best counter to Earthshaker. So we might see a Rubik coming to play.
Dire Team's turn to pick.
And yeah, I called it already. Rubik actually being picked by Hakuna Matata. And Anonymous could be thinking of probably a Shadow Demon, a support player that could
10 seconds remaining.
they could keep the Underlord away. Could be a Shadow Demon, could be
5 seconds
Lion.
remaining.
And we might see them using the reserve time, thinking how to counter the Underlord Rubik duo. And we might see them going for
Radiant Team's turn to ban.
and they pick a Tide Hunter, going for an offlane Tide Hunter perhaps. And this is that they are really going to battle with the Rubik. They are assuming that the Rubik might not be able to steal the Tide Hunter out,
10
and
seconds remaining.
we might yeah, we might see a very interesting game over
Dire
here
team's
right
turn
now.
to ban.
They're banning Slark again, which is Patrick's Sierra, one of his favorite hero. And actually not banning like the
10
PL
seconds remaining.
or Tower Blade, which is actually a very key
5
vital
seconds
hero for
remaining.
Anonymous. Patrick Sierra really likes to play the Tower Blade and PL, which are illusion heroes.
Radiant team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And we see again
Dire
banning the
team ban.
Morphling again. I mean, Rubik hits to play with Morphling and Slark. They can easily get on top of the Rubik, not having any counter to it.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Then banning Phantom Lancer up next. Better tidur itu. Better tidur itu.
10 seconds remaining.
I think both teams really like using the reserve time. They don't want to fight against this Phoenix. Phoenix was one of the key heroes, and we don't know what Anonymous actually has up their sleeve. I think Hakuna Matata has shown everything that they have. They're bringing the Underlord.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
And now I'm picking an Invoker up next, which is really interesting. It's you can really have a wax cost Invoker and try to sap the mana from Underlord, because Underlord without his skills are practically
10
useless.
seconds remaining.
So we might see
5 seconds remaining.
the back Storm Spirit, which is one of the hit Invoker counter, and yeah, let's see how Hakuna Matata try to react to this.
Dire team's turn to pick. Meneska has arrived. Radiant team's turn to pick.
And picking Spectre. Spectre carry Spectre with Tide Hunter
10 seconds
Invoker.
remaining.
Nothing to actually save the Spectre. I mean, I don't know if they're focusing
5 seconds
Spectre.
remaining.
It's another mid Willow against Invoker.
Ya gue kasih dia tadi.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Phantom Assassin. We see a Phantom Assassin. What interesting.
Kayaknya gue tahu bisa kembalinya aja.
Boleh.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team's turn to ban. Dire team's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Yeah, you're going to the last pick for Hakuna Matata, which, well, I think is going to be the flip.
10 seconds
the
remaining.
support, right? I'm
5 seconds
really not
remaining.
sure if they are. I don't think they're going to use the Willow to fight against Spectre. I mean, Willow is pretty bad against all these heroes.
Dire team's turn to pick.
And they're going to pick a Wind Ranger. Interesting. I mean, so the heroes in like Hakuna Matata side is very squishy in a sense that
10 seconds left.
they can die really
Decided?
easily. I don't think the draft really makes sense.
5 seconds remaining.
But we see how Anonymous is going to fight against Wind Ranger. Because all the heroes require mana. Phantom Assassin, Wind Ranger. So you use a prospect over, it's like really easy to get together.
Winter.
Choose your hero.
They're picking a Winter, why? Actually, we can Anjay is actually the mid player.
Iya, boleh juga yang lainnya.
Let the fighting recommence.
Wow.
我是一个没有感情的刷钱机器。
We see it's game 3 for actually Anonymous versus Hakuna Matata. Look at the crowd over here, and we hope to see a very amazing fight for the last game for E-Popi versus. And we see setting again the setting pause for the Dire side. And we see again like the big hero, like it's a PA Willow and also the Rubik with the mid Wind Ranger I guess the hero is pretty squishy. And there's on the Radiant side, where Dire side they have a lot of saves. Like Winter Wyvern can just save, and that's the counter to Wind Ranger. That's the counter to PA. I mean, there's a lot of physical damage coming from Radiant side, and this Wyvern could actually be that counter. Be that counter. And the Spectre also counters all the physical damage. So we have to see how they're going to play this fight. But the Dire side, they have a more cleaner draft, I would say. Like you would see like the Invoker and the Earthshaker coming together, and also the Tide Hunter trying to make plays while Spectre just farms until he get that Radiance, that Heart of Taras, that Abyssal Blade, and being able to wreak havoc to both the PA and the Wind Ranger as well. And yeah, the draft PA and Wind Ranger, I'm not sure what were they thinking. I think they are thinking of using like bursting the Spectre, bursting the Earthshaker Tide Hunter, using like using all the physical damage. But we'll see. So we see Tide Hunter actually having his spot already on top, looking into the Willow and the PA, knowing that Willow PA is at the bottom lane, and trying to figure out if it's a winnable matchup, which I think it could. And we see top lane actually Winter Wyvern coming up together with the Spectre, fighting against the Rubik pick and the Underlord. And actually Earthshaker is also on top trying to block someone else, but yeah, actually the Radiance just going to let it go. And yeah, 3 bounties going to the way of to the Dire side, Anonymous side, and yeah, we see Meryl. It's a relatively good block from Parasha, even though he has to take the bounty rune and trying to trade blows using the Windwalk. And we see bottom actually Nick's team actually in a bit of a pinch over here, using the Grumble Mix to get away successfully. While top lane Rubik being on the favorite side to trade with this Winter Wyvern, and Underlord trying to fight again. And we see here that there's a 2-on-1 situation on the Rubik itself, not a very favorable trade. Underlord don't want to have anything about with this, trying to just farm himself and trying to block the creep wave for Spectre, dishing out such a big amount of damage, having a bonus damage from the Afropi aura. And Ali Bobo, see here, able to get the Fisher block from Adam, blocking the Willow, blocking the PA. And we see middle is a pretty even matchup. And PA is actually leading with 6 last hits, Tide Hunter. So we see all the cores here, they're practically having a very good game. None of them, even the Tide Hunter, is having a pretty good game. And we're already having all that magic stick charges because of I really think that Ali Bobo should take a magic wand. I mean, you get all like Tide Hunter is going to just spam it all. Yeah, 7 magic stick charges already. We see Flick already burning all the consumables. We see here having the Tango and Healing Salve to heal up the... They're just trying to fight consumables with consumables. I mean, Patrick Sirigar already having and not a very sizable lead. And we see Dance Marshall with the Invoker trying the Exort build, which, I mean, I don't really opt for the Exort build, but you see the Wax here. You see Parasha trying to just spam. But we see the network, I mean, it's just not buzzing, but we might see something happen later on. And we see again bottom lane, Bramble Maze coming out from the Willow, just eating through that clarity. Actually being kind of thrown out by the Tide Hunter, not knowing if this is a winnable lane or not. And he's kind of quiet, and you see here Underlord trying to really make the Spectre life a living nightmare. It's very hard for a Spectre to fight against an Underlord in the early stages. But we see a network still Invoker on top. I guess winning because of the damage. The damage being dealt. And for Asha, really having not a very pleasant time. I mean, he has to fight against an Exort Invoker. He has a Windrunner, and that's pretty rough. Having that second null talisman. And we see it's 30 minutes left to boundary runes. We might see actually a fissure block for the Willow itself. And Ali Bobong actually having a good time. Already having that Blightstone to reduce the armor.
First blood!
And actually first blood is going to go to Invoker. And killing Parasha in the middle lane. And actually there's a butterfly bounty. Earthshaker to be in a very tight spot, but able to go into safety.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
And Invoker, I mean, he's the key player, right? He's got this combo where he cold snap and tornado and also.
That should help.
And yeah, in the top 3 network being from the Dire side. But we can still see something happen now. Getting done on by the Pit Lord alone by himself, but still trying to really claw his way to really find the farm that he needs. And yeah, we see Rubik now trying to help again the Pit Lord, not having that much items to be honest. And actually Courier delivering here a boost of speed that's needed. And we see middle lane with the kill just now, Invoker has already like racked up 1000 network lead, and this doesn't look pretty good, right? Ali Bobong got 28 last hits, but it's heavily favored on the Dire side. You see again Willow trying to fight the Earthshaker, but it's really hard for him. The last hit heavily favoring Dance Marshall in the Invoker side. I mean, this Windrunner cannot fight the Invoker. Even the base damage itself, it is already differs by 20. So it's really hard for the Wind Ranger to fight for last hits against this. So she might need to come up with better. I'm trying to use the Wind Run to actually get the invisibility. I'm not sure if that's really worth it, but I mean, Invoker full on with the mana. We'll have to see if this is a viable plan. See, top lane, actually, they're trying to gank Underlord over here with the 3-man advantage. And Underlord getting all the spells, all the Sunstrike missing, but Underlord's pretty much dead. I mean, without the boost not helping him, the movement pretty much like Dagger getting. And Rubik trying to kill at least Winter Wyvern, but not able to make it. And we see that the network is charted to shift. I mean, she's trying to go the Dire favor, but win probability says otherwise. It's still even, neck and neck, 50%. And we might see something happening. Actually, PA is getting like a free farm down bottom. Being the second in the network, below Invoker. And Invoker probably going to finish his Midas.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
And you see here again, then again, the ward placement is just like very nice. And now we see actually Rubik is kind of low, and Spectre trying to gun on the Rubik, but they're just not going to make it. The Rubik just is safe now, and Spectre kind of in a pinch right now, having all the magic damage, and Spectre actually so dead. And we see next lead with the Willow here, but now there is we see actually Terrorize is going to come, and Dan Marshall with the Invoker is actually alone solo, having all the damage on the Pit Lord dealing 200 damage per hit, and he might actually be dead, or no, actually survive with just 30 HP. Now Spectre trying to go on the Willow very low.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And they can actually gun on the
killing spree.
And actually Invoker with the Sunstrike killing Nick's deep away. And while all this happened, actually P is just free farming, taking the bounty
should make my life easier.
And still trying to farm their way up. And Invoker, unfortunately Wind Ranger is dead, trying to solo kill the Invoker. However, the help was there for Invoker and it was not there for the Wind Ranger. And we see here the network, the Invoker is leading with the Spectre coming fast behind the Invoker, already having that Midas that he needs. And the Phantom Assassin is just not farming fast enough. I mean, he's queuing out the Battle Fury, but it's nowhere near a Battle Fury. It's still a long way to go, and it's already 11 minutes. Oh. And you see the last hit denied, right? Invoker denied most of the network, showing that the Wind Ranger is actually below the Tidehunter, and a lot of it really has to be because the Invoker are really restricting how Wind Ranger is playing. And we see Nick Stave here also farming on his own, trying to get the items that he wants. He got a tranquil boost already. Having that movement speed really helped him in trying to set up things for the PA and the Wind Ranger.
Dire's top
PA
tower is under
climbing, trying
attack.
to fight with the Spectre in Town Hall network. But we need to see more of the Wind Ranger, you know, like Wind Ranger is even losing to the Tidehunter, and Tidehunter already having his Midas already. And from the level standpoint is the Invoker is already level 12 as compared to the rest. And we see bottom actually, Tidehunter is kind of in a having that. And Ali Bobong doesn't having the magic one, but he's not able to let it go. I'm not sure what's the reason I'm not using it. And that kill, and that man, I mean, it really hurts as a Phantom Assassin. You are not able to farm, and you really need to have that Battle Fury timing in order to catch up with Spectre. Spectre is actually already queuing up that Radiant, finishing up the power trap, and just trying to farm his way onto a Radiance, which could hit like 20 minutes time. And we see again Winter Wyvern, and that Sunstrike is just really bad. And it's not gonna work. I mean, you're stranded alone, not able to do anything. it all lies behind the PA, but PA making a battlefield is not a really good item choice because it doesn't allow him to fight early. You see him, the Spectre. Spectre is also built for the late game, but there's a Evoker that you need to address. Evoker already has the boost of travel, and it's really hard for them to do anything at this point of time. They are going to rely on the wind runner to actually make plays for the PA so the PA can farm. But yeah, their tier 1 tower is going to be destroyed pretty soon for the Radiant side, and that's not going to be a good sign for the PA. PA really needs this farm. And Ali Bobong again, not using the magic wand. I'm not sure what was he thinking. I mean, the magic wand is supposed to work for you, and now Flick is getting gun on, and Walker is just making all the plays, using all his network, his tools of travel timing, killing the Underlord as well. Triple kill from the Invoker. And it looks really bleak. I mean, the win probability around like 60%, 65%, and an ultra kill actually from the. It's just hard for them. It's really hard to see. I mean, and now Anjay here, queuing up the Blink Dagger. He's going to have his Blink Dagger soon enough. And when that Blink Dagger comes, it's really hard for them to do anything for the Radiant side to win. And Ali Bobong is nowhere near the Dark trees that he's not going to have any impact in the early game. We see him dying 2 times to the Invoker. Invoker getting that kill on the PA is really big. And you see top lane actually, Spectre is getting gun on, but Kadik Sirga with the. But he's not going to make it. I mean, 4 people, the Rubik can still see them. And now we see here, actually, Invoker is probably going to die from all the spells that it is.
Double kill.
And yeah, Godline trick and then Flick taking the kill there. He much attention to the Aetherless that he really needs to participate in the fight. And you see again Phantom Assassin trying to get their battlefield timing. Well, actually Spectre is still not very far away, but he got the mind at the top here. The level is pretty much the same, but the net worth from the Invoker, man. The Invoker is
Radiant's
really
bottom tower is under
close
attack.
to that Aghanim Scepter timing, and having that catalyticism with the High Thunder ult is just mind-blowing.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Just need to get this pick off. They can pick it off. Luther Wife again. And that is another team fight nya Anonymous jago banget kayak the Tide Hunter, the Catalysm. I'm not sure kayak when the Tide Hunter, and he already has his Green Dagger already, having the Ravage now. We might need to see how Kuna Matata is going to approach this game. When we see NN again, Anonymous just trying
Radiant's bottom tower is under
to
attack.
take the farm away from the
Dyer's
Radiant
top
side. I
tower is under
mean, that's what
attack.
they usually need to do. And now them knowing that their
Radiant's
heroes
bottom
up there,
tower's got
having the ulting the Dark
Dyer's
Widow,
middle tower isn't going to last long.
Rubik unable to kill the hell there, and
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
and another Sunstrike is a very
Snow
legit
fortified.
one from Dan Marshall. And yeah, it's
Someone better help
just
Dyer's middle
really
tower.
bad.
Not much good's
And then
happening
now
to
seeing the
Radiant's
PA up
bottom
top,
tower. Radiant's
they
bottom
might
tower
look
has
to
fallen.
go on here. Not anywhere near to that timing that he wants, and not using the Iron Talon himself as well. I'm not sure. Now having the Perseverance, we hope that they might make something happen here. And them blocking this camp over here with the Observer Wand. And Ali Bobong as well. And actually over here, trying to go on the PA again. PA doesn't have any mana, pops up his magic shield, and that ult killing two
Double
people
kill.
down, and PA
Only.
next. Willow also is not in a good
kill.
spot. Double kill for Tester and double kill for and actually it's a really bad fight. The win probability around 70% for the Dire team. 11k network 5 recap shows that everything it's a total wipeout. I mean, Wind Ranger is also dead. Yeah, it's already showing a significant lead on the Dire side.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom. I guess Radiant fortified their structures. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Look at the PA is just getting gone on. This looks like a massacre. The top 3 network from Invoker, Spectre, and Tidehunter. This Invoker is just making plays all the spells and all the spells the Tidehunter, the Earthshaker is able to just set up this Invoker for some time.
This is our moment, Chicks.
See Willow getting gone again here and dying again. Chaos here. This Invoker is level 18 already, and while the rest, we see the top 3 heroes with the highest level was from the Dire side. And everything just sticks up. I mean, Underlord, PA, and Windrunner. And PA is not even finishing up his battle Fury. While Radiance is up, killing out the Manta style already. It just looks like an unwinnable
Radiant's top tower
gold
has
lead for
fallen.
Dire side. You see again the PA getting gone on by the Invoker and the Spectre dying again without able to finish battle Fury timing.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Unstoppable! Own it! Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
You see again the lead is just too much, 80% based on those the win probability for the Dire side. It's just an outclass. I mean, Hakuna Matata is just purely outclass.
Okay.
Gak bisa cuy, sumpah. And now they're going for Roshan, the Dire side.
Okay.
We'll see how Radiant is going to react to this situation. I mean, they have no vision there, not knowing if they're actually in the Roshan pit, and Spectre is having the double damage, actually hitting for quite some damage. Willow trying to obtain some information, but not able to get it. I mean, yeah, and they took the ages with Willow not able to do anything. And now we see Spectre gunning on the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger has nothing as of now. I mean, trying to build a diffuser blade, but that's not going to do any shit, man, to the dire shit, to the dire team. It's 20k gold lead now. We're trying to see the PA over here having that balance fury finish. But let's see the match. Actually, Willow is getting gun on. All that. Well, trying to protect her, but it's just not enough. And we see Fire Hunter going for the catalysis,
Double kill.
killing all the enemies. And Rubik is also dead.
Triple kill. Tower shouldn't have to
Pit Lord, Underlord as well. It's just a massacre from the anonymous side. And we see
Total
Radiant's
massacre.
middle tower
we
could use
see
some
Ali
help.
Bobong here trying to just push the top wave, trying to go for a top
Where did
wave, knowing
Radiant's
that
middle tower
he
go?
is not able to solo carry
middle tower
and
shouldn't
fight
have to take
the
this
whole team of
abuse.
Anonymous. They're just too strong right now, and now Booker, Spectre, and they're just melting with the tier 3 tower, and now
Radiant's middle tower could use some
he's
help.
trying to hold on. Next team, knowing that they just trying to force on terrorize, and now Booker with the play, trying to go back and actually Willow is already 50 health behind, killed again from the
Beating
Tide
on Dire's
Hunter.
top tower.
This is just so sad. And now they're trying to fight again. The Underlord, all the Earth getting stunned, and Earthshaker with a miss. Buyback, you see Terrorize coming. But again, the Earth onto the Underlord, and now Invoker again. The Ice Wall, the Chaos Meteor, and then Spectre. They're just melting over in the Radiant Tide. And actually, Wind managed to kill both Invoker and Tide Hunter. We see again PA.
Double kill.
Wind Runner just cannot escape from the strike. And Ali Bobong trying to kill at least the Spectre. Spectre getting focused over here. And now Earthshaker trying to get the kill onto the Rubik. Poker already there with the boots on travel, trying to aim for all the heroes again. Ali Bobong unable to escape. All the damage are just there for Anonymous. Anonymous killing PA again. And yeah,
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
left with the Willow only. And it's a 24k gold lead. Winning probability close
Radiant's
to
middle
like
barracks have fallen.
98%, so there's a the computer believes that there's still a 2% chance. Let's see. And actually a 4% chance based on the bottom
Radiant's top tower
bottom
deserves just
infographic.
as much help as Clark.
And the XP earned and without work is just not much. It's just all the way dire for since the start. And
Radiant's top tower
you
is
see
under
top
attack.
tower getting gun on, Spectre falling really
Radiant's
low,
top tower
but
has fallen.
seems to be able to
Dire's
come out
top tower
safely.
is under attack.
TPing. And it seems like a really hard time for Namatasa to come back from this. We see the Wind Ranger and both the PA and Wind Ranger, they have nothing else to fight against this Invoker. Fully equipped with Again Scepter, having that 4,000 gold, and yeah, having a courier delivered to him soon enough. And already having the refresher finished, coming to him from the back from the courier. He can go for a double catalyst now this time already using the rabbit. Let's see if they can do something. Andre falling behind. And the haunt comes from the Spectre, taking away the life of PA. And also
Radiant's top barracks
they just
are under
cannot kill
attack.
anyone. I mean, this Tide Hunter is dead. And
Radiant's top barracks? It doesn't matter. Radiant's top barracks have fallen.
See you later, nerds.
Radiant's top barracks are going to blow over.
So we see everyone. Actually, when Matata trying to hold on for the life and the buyback coming, see they're able to get Earthshaker. And yeah, actually they managed to wipe out everyone except for the Spectre. The Spectre man, he is well farmed, having that Manta style, having that radiance, and yeah, coming to an ice party next.
你行你行，你上你上。Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
We see actually win rate getting gone on 500. There are 2 people there left on the big 500 is probably dead. There's nobody to actually defend this. Of course, been an actually yourself.
Double kill.
Yang itu loh.
Lumayan.
Kira-kira ada chance comeback nggak?
Enggak sih. This time no.
Mine. Mega kill. Own it. Mega kill. Unstoppable. Double kill. Friends. Beneath your tricks, I get it. Radiant's top barracks are going to blow over. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.